to go because I'm ready. I hope y'all are ready. That's right, you guys. We came here to the #1 show on YouTube. And the question this morning is the Luigi Mangioni inside the Luigi Mangioni case? We got a lot going on today, you guys. It's Tuesday. I'm happy everybody's here. Come on in. I know people are still wiping their eyes. We got a new 7 o'clock crowd that keeps on creeping in. But guess what? We still here at 6 to do what we got to do. So come on in, everybody. We got to get those prayers in the air. I see you there, Miss Swanza. How you doing over there, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno? If it's just us today, well, guess what? It's just us. No problem, right? Y'all came here for what y'all used to seeing, and I'm going to keep on performing no matter what. That's right, you guys. Let's go. Let me open up this screen and do what we got to do. Let me go ahead and raise this up right here. Okay, blue, 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 blue. Okay, I think that's pretty good right there. Let me check on and see what's going on with this monitor over here. And yes, like I said, inside, the right way this time, inside the Luigi Mangioni state case. Come on in, everybody, because you know what we're about to do. We're about to get those prayers in the air. And let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, Miss Swanza. I appreciate it. That's right, you guys. I know what's going on. It's a lot of people with summertime. You guys are groggy. Not only that, but a lot of people on vacation. So you got to give them some time. Watch by next month when back to school come. Watch how many people, hey, how y'all been this summer? Don't worry about it. We're going to still show them love because we're going to be here every single day. Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me. How's the audio sounding out there, Miss Swans? I really appreciate you letting me know. Just want to make sure that we're on point. Okay. Thank you so much. You see, I even moved it to my tie now. Got 2 magnets back there holding it. I'm feeling real excited today. I got a lot of energy because guess what? We got a new day and God has blessed us with a brand new day. You guys, that's right. Let's get into it right now. Let me check out this time, see what time we at. That's right, Tuesday. Okay, what is it? It's already the 4th? Wow, already the 4th. Okay, you guys, it's Tuesday. It's the 4th. I'm going to need you guys to come on in here, because we start this show off the same way every day, no matter what. And you guys know what I'm talking about, right? We got to get those prayers in the air. We got to get those prayers in the air because there's a lot going on all around the world. And we got to make sure that not only do we cover it, but we pray for everybody. Let's go. Let's get those prayers in the air. I want to pray for fairness. I want to pray for all of these WARs to come to an end. I'd like to pray for respect. I'd like to pray for understanding. Let's pray for commitment and let's pray for peace. Let's pray for people and let's pray for love. I also want to pray for, let's say, respect and good health. I want to pray for your family members as well as your animals. Who I'm praying for this morning, Miss Swanza, checking in real early. Choo-choo. Gotta give you massive respect. And we got Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I see Scooter Ginger in the building as well as Tony Wright. Can't forget about 55 Coffee House Lisa Roy and 420 John Patrick. VG 5P stepping in real quick. Step into the AM. Who else we got in the building right now? I see Jack is up in here too, ready to go, because you know we got that serious show ready to go right now too. And let's pray for Scott as well. We can't forget about Jelena. How you doing this morning, Jelena? I knew you'd be sticking around. Love you and glad you're here. Izzy, how you doing, Izzy? What's going on, Robin? God bless you. Everybody here. Want to pray for Jelena. Got to pray for Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. Got to pray for Scott Novak. Can't forget about Winter Rising, Collective, Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman, Liberty and Justice. Also Casey Ramos. Also, we can't forget about Miss Juicy, Miss Jackson. Also, we can't forget about Kendra Walker. Massively prayers for you, Kendra Walker, and the family. That's how we do it around here, you guys. Sam Champion's in the building this morning. Got to shout out Sam Champion as well to make sure that he's in the prayer as well. Choo-choo, I already got you. Hope I got everybody in there. Luigi, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. Can't forget about you, sis. I got you in there, Robin, too. So let's go, you guys. Let's get it. And let's move forward because we got to also say G95, Scooter Ginger, Tony Wright, and Bugatti NYC. Amen. It's time to start the show. I'm almost positive. Is it? Come on, I'm ready to sing. I'm ready to hit a high note right now. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Boo, 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 boo. Wind it up. Boo, 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 boo. Wind it up. Because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here. Let's go. Boo, 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 boo. Come on, let's start the show. I'm ready to go. Come on. It's time to start the show. Come on. They ready to go. All excited. Okay. Olay. Don't play. You know how we do around here. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. It's August the 3rd, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and chat. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. My bad, y'all. It's the 4th. I apologize for that. But I had to keep on going. You know how they say, when you're in the show, you got to just keep on going and break a leg. It's your boy, Bugatti NYC. You are tuned into your favorite show in the morning, Our Bottom Line, the #1 show, co-host and family. We are family. We're not just here for one reason. We're here for the news, we're here for the fun, and we're here for each other, as well as the comments and also everybody here that's family in that chat, as well as the Discord. I'm hoping that you guys are having a fantastic and healthy Tuesday, because I am, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go with some trending topics, current events, and health and wellness section. So without any further ado, as I bring it to you, I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point, and let me know where you're chiming in from. I see somebody said it's 3:30 over here, Big Bugatti. Okay, shout out to 3:30 and respect for you being up. Thank you for being a part of the fam. Also, what I'm gonna ask you guys to do is try to stay on topic, just like you are right now. It just makes the dialogue go so much better. Don't worry about the trolls, because just like trolls, we got people like Sam Champion in here. Sir Lancelot, he likes to handle stuff like that. So don't play around up in here. We look to have a fantastic show. I got a good lineup for you guys today. I'm gonna really try to stack these 5 at a time to get you guys loaded with information, get us out of here, and keep on rolling for our day. But we still gotta do what we gotta do. Let's have some fun. Let's also make sure that we gotta make sure that we do this. Let's get into these titles. Let's get into these titles. What do we got right here? Looks like somebody's going crazy over Luigi, you guys. We got all the fans around. We got everybody looking like, will you marry me? Taking photos. He has a real big following. Is that the reason why his lawyers want cameras in the room now? They want cameras in the courtroom? Maybe they're trying to play off of the love that so many people actually have for Luigi. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What we got going on besides that with the president? Trump issues a chilling warning on aborted plans, on aborted Iran plans. One more time, let's do that again. Trump issues chilling warning on aborted Iran plans. That's what you were trying to say. They had some plans where they was planning to set up some really strategic, strong last measures, and Iran said, hold up, we see the formations. Saudi Arabia stepped in and said, maybe we can do something. And believe it or not, for the first time, Iran has come to the table and actually said they're ready to sign. We got that in the video clip. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got much more coming through. We got breaking down the recent water plant cyber attacks. and what you guys need to know. Water attacks, over 7 states. You see what's going on with these cyber attacks? So even though the WAR is over, we're gonna hope that these cyber attacks are over against our water plants. Minnesota, different places like that, 7 different states already. Let's keep on moving forward. Last but not least, we've got the new bill introduced to Congress that targets birthright tourism. Will it pass? From a Texas congressman. We already saw that it didn't work when it came down to birthright citizenship. Let's see if the birthright tourism bill may pass. We got that, so much more, you guys. It's time to get into it. So grab your tea, grab your water, and your 55 coffee house, because it's time to get into it, you guys. Let's do our thing this morning. We're going to start off with Trump and right into one of our heading and leading stories, where Trump is basically saying he issued the chilling warning on the aborted Iran attack. This is what it could have been. Come on, you guys, let's get it going. Keep on coming in. Double tap that screen, get those lights up. Yes, you already see the merch will be going out today if we can get up to those 300 likes. 6 and 6. 6 keychains and 6 decals. Let's do what we do every single morning here with Our Bottom Line, and let's get started.
We go straight to Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Neeks, who is live in Tel Aviv with the latest on Iran. Trey.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. President Trump calling off planned strikes against Iran this weekend as he says a deal is close. According to the president, talks will resume today aimed at finalizing an agreement on the Strait of Hormuz. Trump says he was asked by Qatar, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia to hold off, and diplomatic efforts are playing out.
Faye.
We had an attack that would be the biggest attack since World War II, and it would have been disasters, and they didn't want us to do it, and frankly, Saudi Arabia didn't want it either. They thought that a deal is imminent.
Jonathan.
Overnight, Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian posted to X about the memorandum of understanding that was reached earlier this year, saying, in part, I believe this memorandum will be the center of gravity for our foreign relations in the future. We must strive to compel the enemy to remain committed to what it has signed. The security of the country, the region, and our allies will be enhanced by this memorandum. Now,
okay, so this is one of the first times you and I'm talking about Iran. I'm talking about, what we go? Let's go back. Ukraine, Russia, and now we have Iran and the United States. But it's very seldom that you see both of them actually agreeing on something. But you do see the key areas inside of the writings here. And we pay attention to words over here, right? We pay attention to words. I believe the memorandum will be the center of gravity for our foreign relations in the future. That's cool. Okay, cool. Then we got this. We must strive to compel the enemy. So who's the enemy if we're trying to calm this thing down already? But okay. So they're basically saying they're they're fighting back against the enemy. Still on that already, right? And then we got to remain committed to what it has signed. We want the enemy to remain committed to what it signed. Why not just say the enemy, the United States, to remain committed to what it signed? Okay, cool. As we keep on moving forward, right? Now, the security of the country, the region, and our allies will be enhanced by this memorandum. Hopefully that's a finalization that they're ready to come to peace. I'm not saying anybody won or lost over here, you guys. All I care about is it coming to an end. The last thing I do want to say is the people, they're the ones that actually going to be the ones that win out of this, because hopefully there's no more casualties. But let's see. We don't know, and we're going to see. Because you know what they normally do? You see the news where they broadcast this on a wide array and let everybody hear that. But close, when it comes down to people in their own country, they don't talk this way. It's much different rhetoric going on. Let's keep on moving forward. It's kind of like you're trying to still play hard after Mike Tyson beat you up. You get me? Let's keep on going.
International focus does remain on the Strait of Hormuz, where an explosion was heard this morning by a tanker. According to maritime tracking groups, reports indicate that a new deal could see the strait open for 60 days without fees. With the possibility of another agreement in sight, the region remains on alert.
Now we have to see if they can talk to their other fractions like the Houthis and the IRGC and get them to calm down, because then little things like this won't be happening on the sidelines. That's when we should really start believing that this thing is actually coming to some sort of a finalization, when we see all of the little fractions actually stopping as well.
Here in Israel, officials believe the situation could change at any moment, and the army remains on high alert. Guys?
Trey, we're just getting word Iran is pouring cold water on these talks. The president says they could happen. Iran's saying no. Where do we stand at this point?
It's not surprising. According to our reporting, often when talks take place behind the scenes, the Iranians will come out and publicly say that no conversations are taking place. In these moments, they are playing to a domestic audience, trying to ensure the people of Iran that they are not cutting a deal with the United States behind their backs.
Plus, not trying to act like they lost when they really did. And it is what it is. A lot of people do that. I mean, a lot of champions lose their belt and they still, they still get respected. You don't want to be losing face to the people that's local to you, right? Still got to run a government. As long as we can get over this thing, that's all we care about. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I think we're going to skip that other one. We're going to go to this right now. I want to see what's going on in Cuba, to be honest with you. Cuba's a little more important to me right now because as of 48 hours, they basically had no power. 10 million people totally blacked out. Let's keep on going, you guys. See what's going on with this situation. It's so bad over here, they don't even have any audio for the news clip. Let's keep on. I got you on this. Let's get it. Cuba goes dark as power grid collapses, leaving 10 million without electricity. So yeah, when you think you got it bad, look at Cuba right now. Already like 48 hours. So another thing I'm thinking about is the day before we reported about Marco Rubio saying something about Cuba, didn't we? Okay. Remember that espionage word? It's not funny though. It's not funny. It's probably like, as far as my research and on this show, we've seen this happen 3 times this year with Cuba so far. And we're talking about 10 million people. Most of the time, it's like 8 hours off, 8 hours on when it comes to lights. Definitely not safe to be driving in that and walking. Yeah, you would think that, they're finally going to come out and we'll be able to do some business and get things taken care of with Cuba, but hopefully everybody's okay over there. We got to get those prayers up for Cuba. The Cubans, all of the Cuban children, let there be light and power, Lord. Everybody deserves it. Real talk. Let's try to get some power over there, no matter what it is and whatever the personal problems are. All of the people should not suffer due to anything like that has to do with, politics, if that's the case. We don't know. Amen. Let's keep on now. Yeah, let's get on over to see what Trump basically has to say about a few different topics. He's talking about somebody that we probably going to be seeing on tomorrow's show a lot, Judge Jeanine Pirro. He basically said that she folded like an umbrella when it came down to the reflective pond. There's a lot of people that don't believe in that, but he said a few things before he got to that. And good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and subscribe, because maybe today we can get up to 74,000 subscribers. That's where we're at right now. We're real close. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's see what he has to say.
Lafayette Park, it's great. Did we do a good job at Lafayette Park? So Lafayette Park is right across from the other side of the street. And I made a donation of $10 million. That was me, personally. And it's unbelievable. It was so dirty and so disgusting. Like everything liberal becomes dirty and disgusting. Socialism, liberalism, progressivism. The word progressive is such a nice word. They love using it. But the radical left isn't letting them use that word anymore. But Lafayette Park is a large park. It was known as the gateway to the White House, and it was disgusting. The monument is beautiful, graffiti all over it. I won't say what was on the sidewalk, but horrible, 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 disgusting stuff. And not only did we fix it, we have military standing there watching it. Wow. And if anybody touches it, that was the one mistake with the reflecting pond. They hadn't put up the cameras yet. They had enough up because you see what's happening. But if they would have had them up, we would have had it would have been a lot easier. And I was disappointed with Jeanine Pirro, really disappointed with Jeanine Pirro. She folded like an umbrella, and people get away with things, and it's a disgrace. But we're very proud of Lafayette Park. Now we have a big decision to make. Do we take the pavers that are red, you know, the red brick pavers, and do we change them into a granite? It's a gray granite, they're beautiful, but they're not the original. So we're gonna have to make that decision. You have a good sense of taste. What would you do? Huh?
Yes, change it.
You would change the red brick into the granite.
Heartbeat.
The granite is much stronger, holds up much better, different color.
Legacy.
Change it, okay.
Are you considering firing Pirro, Mr. President?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, he didn't answer that question yet. Let's keep going, you guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I can't wait to do tomorrow episode. It's going to be crazy up there. Y'all going to love this. Because, you know, let me ask you guys a question. With the administration, do like AGs leave with the next president? Let's say if the next president come in, can they get rid of AGs? I don't know. I need to know that. Just trying to ask you guys. What's going on, Money Tree? What's going on, Scooter? I see you. Scott is up in the building. Tony, who that Shane friend? Double tap that screen, you guys. We're working our way to get up to 300 likes because you got some free merch coming out. Let's keep on moving forward because Todd Blanche wants to stick around to the point where he's rescinding Trump's $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. And they're saying if you do that, you can put it in writing. We may be able to work with you, Blanche. See what's going on with this, you guys. Let's see.
The roadblock holding up Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche from permanently taking over the role may now be no longer. Blanche essentially did what two Republicans have been demanding for weeks, which is put it in writing that President Trump's so-called anti-weaponization fund is formally ended and fully dead. Blanche released a
You're right
one-page
about that,
memo
Stephen.
stating that he is formally rescinding it. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have criticized the $1.8 billion fund, calling it a slush fund that could have been used to pay out January 6th defendants. Tom Tillis just this weekend called it a payout pot for punks. And fellow Republican John Cornyn, he and fellow Republican John Cornyn were the key senators to withhold their support over this issue and holding up the nomination entirely. So now, the key Senate committee that must approve Blanche's nomination to get it to move forward, that committee is expected to meet tomorrow. CNN's Elena Trine is live at the White House this morning with much more. The question remains, this saga has had so many twists and turns, it's hard to say a done deal is a done deal until it's actually done. What's your assessment?
Yeah, look, I think there have been days, Kate, as you know, of frenzied negotiations over how to try and push through Blanche's nomination. And now the administration...
There was a different sentiment back then, Scooter. There was a lot of people saying the same thing that you're saying, that they were doing exactly what you're saying. And you can't, when you see the images just for what they are, it's hard not to define it as that, you guys. And do me a favor, understand something. Bugatti, not a Republican, not a Democrat, not an independent or a conservative. You got to see things for what they are. I mean, tell me what it was if it wasn't what I saw. That's a hard one. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, you guys.
believes that they do have a deal to do that and to move forward. And you did see one of these key Republican senators who has been holding out on this, Senator John Cornyn. He even announced as well overnight that they have reached a deal. So we really do have to see whether or not this is enough, not only for the committee, but then, of course, if it gets through the Judiciary Committee, a key question as well will be, will all of the Senate Republicans who need to vote for this, will they move forward with this as well? Will this be enough? Now, as you mentioned, late last night, Blanche, currently the acting attorney general, he issued a formal document stating that the order creating that controversial $1.8 billion weaponization fund is being formally rescinded. This is exactly what Tillis and Cornyn wanted. He wrote specifically that my team and I have met with committee members and senators over the past several weeks and addressed any concerns or outstanding questions. We've enjoyed good faith discussions and as a result issue the following order and update with regard to the May IRS settlement.
So they basically wanted in writing that he will not rescind what he's saying, and then Trump went back and said, okay, but if you don't approve him, I want the $1.8 billion. Remember 2 days ago, we already reported that. Let's not act like we don't remember. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because all around our states, we have to still be careful because we don't know about these cyber attacks ending. because 7 states already were affected. And it seems like there's growing concerns over water plant cyber situations. Another thing I want you to understand too, if they were able to do this, you think another enemy may not try to do the same thing if you think they got this close? We got to pay attention to everything our enemies and people are trying to do to us. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get into these cyber attacks.
The latest on the cyber attacks against the nation's water systems. Sources tell ABC News that water utilities that at least 7 states have been hit and that Iran may be linked to the attacks. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky has the story for us. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Michael. And the urgent priority this morning is safeguarding the nation's water supplies from what appears to be Iran's quiet escalation of the war. These cyber attacks struck water utilities in at least 7 states. The hackers changed passwords.
You see that?
Or they disable alarms, allowing...
They disable passwords. I mean, they changed passwords, disabled alarms. Like, this is some serious stuff right here. There you go. I'm just a good American, and I stand for the devoted, and I stand for good, not devoted to a party. Thank you right there. That's a good assessment, brown-eyed girl.
Wastewater systems to enter unsafe...
Nah, we got to get back on this because I messed y'all up. I want you guys to see what they're trying to do.
The hackers change passwords, leaving the utilities blind, or they disable alarms, allowing wastewater systems to enter unsafe conditions undetected. And this is exactly what intelligence officials feared would happen from the moment the U.S. began its buildup of forces in the Gulf. Now the FBI is urging utilities to disconnect from the internet or revert to manual controls if automated systems are compromised. And all this is happening as the Trump administration seeks to cut money and people from cybersecurity. Critics say that cripples the very teams responsible for responding to these kinds of attacks.
This is very alarming.
Yeah, it is alarming, and it may be beyond 7 states. We'll see.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure about the accusations at all. I would look into that, but I think that's not something that we should be looking to do. We should not be trying to cut anything that has to do with cyber protection for the United States of America, especially since they're doing what you guys that you keep on talking about, keep on making these data centers that's taking all of the water anyway. So we gotta pay attention to what's going on. How would you shut down the data center? Affect the water, right? Come on, you guys, work with me here. Pay attention to what's going on out there, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. These guys can be experimenting with what they're gonna be doing. Let's keep on going, you guys, because now, you ready for this? Will you marry me? And he's probably got so much money for lawyers, it'll make your head spin. Let's go ahead and get right to the lead story right now, you guys. There it is, inside the Luigi Mangioni case right now. Let's see what's going on with this issue right now. Lawyers are actually shocking the public because they're trying to push to get cameras in the courtroom. Now, that's not something that we commonly want, especially when it came down to, what was the other one? The Eric Kirk trial. His people, his defendant, the defendant is trying to keep the cameras out of the courtroom and don't take pictures of his mouth. Don't record his mouth.
Luigi Mangioni's state murder trial begins next month, and his defense team wants it to be broadcast live.
The trial will be televised.
Lawyers are pushing to make his trial more accessible to the media and the public. In a new court filing, they argue that limiting the number of journalists in court is unconstitutional. Mangioni is facing both state and federal trials in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Don Brown, former federal prosecutor and a constitutional attorney, joins us now. This is a really weird case to me, Don. Every time I see a defense with a prominent, with a well-known suspect going into court, they usually want to squelch the media. They don't want cameras in the courtroom.
Right. I think he's trying to use the media.
Why do you think they want cameras in the courtroom for Luigi's trial?
What's up, Jess Shay?
Well, I think, John, thanks for having me today.
You bet.
I think that what you're seeing is the defense team, which frankly has done a kind of a decent.
You imagine what kind of money Luigi got on his books? You see what 420 John Patrick said? You imagine how much money he got for commissary? He probably can go buy the whole commissary out.
Job already. They got the first degree in terrorism murder charge dismissed in state court there in New York, and they also got federal charges dismissed that would have led to the death penalty. I think what they're trying to do is lay groundwork for appeal here. You know, the Sixth Amendment to the United States Constitution has a plethora of constitutional rights available to defendants: the right to a speedy and fair trial, the right to cross-examine witnesses, effective assistance of counsel, and a public trial. And this letter that the defense team has written is complaining because the Office of Court Administration there in Manhattan has put out guidelines basically saying there won't be an overflow courtroom. They want to limit the number of journalists.
Look at Amber. Look at Amber waves of grain. Look at Amber. You see what I'm talking about? Look, look, look. She ain't talking about you, Luigi, in the comments. I'm sorry. She's not talking about you, bro. She's talking about this Luigi.
In jury selection to 6 and limited number.
Luigi in the comments like this right now. I word Amber. I'm saying, what's up? Hit me in the DM. I'm sorry. She talking about him, bro.
For journalists to 68 in the trial, the judge will probably look at this and probably stamp off on most of what the recommendation is, but they are trying to lay the groundwork for possible appellate actions. This is not going to slow the trial down. It's still scheduled to begin September 11th. It will. Judge Caro, who is overseeing this case, was appointed by Rudy Giuliani back in '98 and is generally considered to be a pro-prosecution judge, but he has ruled for the defense a couple of times here. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this.
Well, I can't let you go because it'll be interesting to see what happened with that doom, 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 that hairline. Do 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 doom, do do doom, doom, doom. I think you need to let it go. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like his hairline's TKO. That hairline right there, boy. Oh my God. Go ahead and bust off on the sides. Get it done, buddy. Trust me, you look much better right now because that hairline right there, TKO, my man.
Whatever I want to put up on screen.
Whatever you're trying to do with the Flip Wilson joint on the top and the side bouffant, that's not working, bro. You doing all this over here. Ain't working, bro. Boom, 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 boom. I think you better let it go. Let it go, Don. Let it go. Let's keep on moving on over. Damn, why do I be doing that? Don't make yourself laugh right now. You got to keep yourself together. Keep on doing the show. Pay attention now. Come on now. Let's get on over to Atlanta because we got a serious one. And that's the reason why I did that, you guys, because sometimes I got to bring you into the next story with a little bit of laughter because you ain't going to believe what's going on with this one. But good thing, the baby's safe. She's okay. I'm going on over to Atlanta right now. We got a child that's found safe after a possible kidnapping and what we call a car jailsnacking. That's right, you guys. Someone stole a car while the children were in it. And luckily, the police found out fast enough to coordinate and get into the car and watch your head. Probably shouldn't even let him watch his head, right? It's real out there, you guys. You got to be real careful when you leave your cars. You leave them unattended with your kids in the back, with your doors open. You can't be doing that in no gas stations, especially in Atlanta. Come on, you should know better than this.
Breaking right now at 6, a child is safe tonight after someone allegedly stole a car while they were in it. I'm Tracy Hutchins.
And I'm Blair Miller. Atlanta News first anchor Wale Aliyu is live near the Collier Hills neighborhood tonight. So Wale, you're out there on the scene. What more are you learning about what happened?
Yeah, Blair, Tracy, so I'm counting maybe about a dozen police cars. Police have basically overtaken this Publix parking lot, and it is still a very active scene with all of them around us. We're not going to show you the child's face, but I just want to point your attention to this car. That is the car we believe in question here, and you can see at the very back of the car some stuffed animals, very representative of the chaos that happened here, with somewhat of a good ending. Let's go ahead and show you the chopper video from above. As you can see, that same car and that family, and again, we're blurring the child's face, but that family talking to police, just grateful is the only word I could use. That
Spring Street, Midtown, Atlanta, you guys.
The child had been recovered, as well as that the car has been recovered. Police do tell us that suspect was found here at the intersection of Collier and Howell Mill Road. They tell us the possible kidnapping happened on Spring Street Northwest, which is about, when I mapped it out, about 25 minutes southeast from the Publix we are right now. Police do tell us there were no injuries, And again, that suspect has been taken into custody. We've seen police kind of comforting and speaking with the family. They are still very active on the scene. I'm seeing a lot of detectives
I'm glad
and
she's
police
okay. You
officers
saw the little
still
baby,
on
right?
scene as they're trying to gather more information about exactly the details of what happened. But again, Tracy and Blair, the good news, that car, the child, been recovered tonight. For now, it's very late.
There we go. Now we got a good story. Don't break up on the moms and flip on her. How about get some more patrol out there? Yeah, well, where was the mom? Yeah, but how about some more patrol? But they did a good job at recovery. Can't get mad at them about that. And first responders did their job at responding. We want to be thankful for this one because, Lord, you know we don't always come to you and just complain and ask you for help and getting over stuff. We want to also let you know that we understand and we really appreciate the miracles that you show us. And we appreciate that one right there and getting that little baby back to her family. Thank you, Father God. Amen. Thank you. That's right, you guys. Let's get on over to Minnesota. We got this other woman who just created a miracle. Anybody ever hear of ultra twins, mono twins? Check this out, you guys. Ladies, check this out. Imagine you think you only having one baby and there's two back there.
Look at this number right here. Only 1 in 250 pregnancies is identical twins. What's even more rare is something called mono twins. Those happen in about 1 in 10,000 pregnancies. Well, we met a Minneapolis family proving the odds can be against you and with you at the very same time.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh my goodness.
There's a lot going on in this North Minneapolis home, and that was the plan. And y'all already have how many kids?
3.
You already have 3.
Mm-hmm. And then I went for that bonus baby.
She said, how many kids you have? 3.
Yeah.
That's when things got especially interesting as an ultrasound revealed.
So it's like I saw this little baby at the bottom where it should be, 1 peanut, and then like a hand came out of the background. And then I was like, oh my gosh, there's 2 of them. Then I was in shock. I had to like call work, and be like, I got some information I was not expecting. I cannot come to my meeting today, whatever.
I was shocked. I was very, very nervous.
And then the busy parents got more shocking news. They were having mono twins.
This is very rare. It's about 1% of all twin pregnancies.
Somebody said breeding future taxpayers. Come on, Brad.
And twin pregnancies are less common, obviously, than singleton pregnancies. So it's very rare.
They got care here at mHealth Fairview's Fetal Medicine Center for a condition they rarely see. Unlike other twins, mono twins share 1 amniotic sac and placenta, and they share serious risk.
Monochorionic monoamniotic twins are at high risk of pregnancy complication. One of the things we think about often is cord entanglement, and so that means their umbilical cords could get tangled up with one another because they're sharing the same sac.
At first, I didn't understand it, and we tried really hard not to do a lot of like WebMD, Google type of stuff, so you didn't jump to conclusions. But once we kind of heard that and wrapped my head around it, I looked it up, and I was like, well, this is not a thing that normally happens.
Making for an especially strenuous pregnancy. Did you have to hold your breath the whole pregnancy?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. I didn't do any nesting or planning or anything. I didn't just gather 2 of everything. I just did what I had to do. And it was always just, I will worry when it's time to worry.
That time came faster than anyone wanted. Carrie went on hospital bed rest and things got critical. Baby B was transfusing blood from baby A. Baby A's heart was enlarged and baby A was especially small. At 30 weeks, doctors took the babies for the safety of all.
Fiona had to be resuscitated right off the bat. She was born...
She wasn't breathing.
Not breathing.
Right. So they just had to intubate her.
Yeah. And then after they took them away, and then they put them in the NICU.
There they would stay until August. And at last, they came home. Baby A is named Fiona, baby B, Phoebe, and they just turned 1. Help.
Phoebe and Fiona. shout outs and love to the family. I think somebody's right in the comments when somebody said they need to go ahead and get that snip, snippity, snip, snip. I don't mean to do that, Lord. I apologize. Let them have a great life. Let them grow up safe and do great things. Amen. Future taxpayers. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Somebody literally said future taxpayers. Oh, y'all be on one out there. I swear, y'all thought I was funny. You guys are funnier than me. Oh, man. Oh, so you think I'm funny? You think I'm funny? So what about me is funny, Bugatti? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to Idaho. Got a great situation over here. Well, not great, but what he did was heroic. This is a new video that shows the moment when a hero basically pow-powed, that in and out situation over there. I can't say too much. I'm going to let them say it. Idaho, in and out, how it really went down. Come on, you guys, let's go. Check this out.
Tonight, new video showing the moment a man stepped in to stop a shooter who opened fire outside this Idaho In-N-Out Burger Saturday afternoon, sending people running for their lives.
What's happening? What happened? What's happening? Shoot. Go, just go. Go.
You see a gunman with an AR-style rifle unleashing several rounds in the drive-thru of the popular fast food chain, which opened just days ago in Twin Falls. Another man then returns fire. Lane Cohen witnessed the shooting from his car.
Is he a hero?
Yeah, I would say he definitely distracted the shooter from shooting more people. The shooter was solely focused on him, and it allowed us to get out. I mean, the car directly ahead of me was getting shot.
Police crediting that man and an off-duty state trooper who also returned fire with helping save lives. Officials say 3 people were killed and at least 7 others injured. The president and owner of In-N-Out confirming one of her employees was killed.
I could see an employee trying to carry another person out. She had a gunshot wound to the chest, and he was just screaming her name. Tell her, wake up, wake up.
And they're still not saying why it happened. It seems like you guys know more about this than anything. This guy really did this over a burger, y'all? For real? Like he really did this over a burger?
Taxi driver Terry Dudley was shot while charging his car. His son Michael says his father is now intubated in the hospital.
He's in pretty rough shape. I haven't been able to talk to him.
Tonight, officials say the gunman, identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, died from a self-inflicted gunshot. His motive still unclear.
Dana's joining us now from Twin Falls. And late tonight, Dana, we heard from police praising those who jumped into action to try to stop this attacker.
That's right, Hallie. Tonight, police commending the heroic actions of that off-duty state trooper and citizen, saying they most certainly saved lives here. We're also learning new information about the survivors. 5 remain hospitalized, 2 of them listed in critical condition. Hallie.
Dana.
Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. But we still always show massive love to all of the victims, everyone who lost their lives in that Idaho tragedy, especially the one that was behind the counter. That was the first one that lost. They got inflicted. I want to pray for every single person that may be in recovery. Hopefully they get a 100% recovery. And oh boy, we got to be careful about monsters like this on our streets. Maniacs. How did he get that weapon? Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. There you go, Liberty. You want to support the show? You guys know what it is, right? I actually do have a Cash App. That's $BOOGOTTINYC. That's right, you guys. That's how you spell my name. All O's. BOOGOTTINYC. We appreciate the love for the show, because you know we don't get no dough off of here. Thank you so much, Liberty, for reminding me. But let me give some stuff away as well. I mean, we ain't doing that bad, but we still got some merch that we can give out, right? For all of our supporters and every single person that's there right now who actually deserves it, that shows up even without a notification. How about that? So out of nowhere, boop, 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 and there go the fam. Y'all pop up like y'all know I'm cooking fried chicken. But you know what? I love it, and I got enough for everybody. Hopefully we get 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains out and 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals out. Because if we popping up like that, all we got to do is hit that like button and get 300, and we're going to be sending out some merch. Come on, you guys, send me to the pin, send me to the envelope. I'm ready to send some merch out. So go ahead and get those likes up. I want to send you guys 12 pieces of merch for free. All you got to do is email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com, and I'll send it right over to you. I'm going to randomly select from all of the people that send an email and send out 12 pieces. Ask these people. I always make sure I send them out. I keep my word. Thank you for all of the gifts, all of the love. That's right, Miss Wanza said it. Somebody forgot to hit that like button. Was it you? Double check just to make sure, and we appreciate you. Check this out, you guys. Let's get on over to Texas, because we got that new bill that's coming in that targets birthright tourism. What do you think about birthright tourism? I'm gonna play the clip, but let's try to stay on topic. I really think a lot of people have something to say about this. Are you the type of person that feels as if, well, if they came over to the country, they should be able to have the baby and stay? Or are you the type of person that says, no, don't try to cross our borders and have your baby here just to stay? It's okay to stay if they have the baby on American land. No, they can't stay and take up our medical and our health care plans for Americans that's supposed to be here. I want to know what you guys think about this. If you're going for it, thumbs up. If you're not, thumbs down. I want to know what my people have to say about this topic right here.
Welcome back to Eye on Politics. Now to a new bill in Congress that seeks to revoke birthright citizenship for the children whose parents entered the U.S. illegally and birth tourists. Republican Congressman Brandon Gill of Flower Mound filed the bill. The legislation would not require a constitutional amendment. It would declare anyone who enters the U.S. illegally or for the purpose of birth tourism as, quote, an invader. It comes after the U.S. Supreme Court voted 6-3 to uphold birthright citizenship, striking down President Trump's executive order, which sought to end it. The bill, filed in the House, along with a bill already filed in the U.S. Senate, would codify the president's executive order. The Pew Research Center recently found that in 2023, 320,000 babies were born in the U.S. to mothers who were unauthorized immigrants or had legal temporary status.
You hear that? So they're targeting some of these people like, come on now, all of you guys can't be here for vacation or whatever. Come on now, what's going on here? And what happens is they wind up staying.
That's about 9% of all 3.6 million babies born in the U.S. that year. Pew said an additional 9,000 women who were residents of foreign countries gave birth in the U.S. that same year, according to the National Center for Health Statistics. Pew says these mothers, sometimes called birth tourists, received temporary visas to secure U.S. citizenship for newborns. We went one-on-one with Congressman Gill.
So think about it. If the baby's going to have citizenship in the United States, who's going to take care of them?
About his legislation.
So this is a bill that I introduced alongside Jim Banks over in the Senate. We introduced the House version of it. And what it does is two things. So it simply states that illegal aliens and birth tourists are to be classified under federal law as invaders. So it clarifies their status. And secondly, it clarifies that those invaders, illegal aliens and birth tourists, are not eligible for birthright citizenship. We believe that this is, I think, sort of the next step.
Stephen Webb, you're correct as well. The money spent on the WAR already paid for. Yeah, Stephen Webb dropped a mean one. Yeah, can't
After
even
the
say
Supreme
it all.
Court ruling a few weeks ago, and think that it's something that everybody should be able to get behind.
Now, would this require a constitutional amendment or no? Because I mean, what exactly are you doing to change the mechanism?
Yeah, so the courts have long understood that the children of invaders are not subject to birthright citizenship. That's not disputed on either side of the aisle. That's been case law for quite some time. What this does is it simply clarifies that illegal aliens and birth tourists fall under that category. So it wouldn't require a constitutional amendment.
Isn't that what makes
This doesn't even require the Congress to be involved.
it an uphill battle as far as even perhaps legally changing that status? Where, you know, people might say this is a child, a mom, a dad. What do you say to that?
Well, what we're saying is that if you came across the border illegally, particularly if you're an illegal alien, or particularly if you came across for the purpose of giving birth. So remember, these are people who come to the southern border. They lie on their immigration forms and say, I'm coming here for tourist reasons or for business reasons or for some other reason, whereas the reality is they're coming for the purpose of giving birth so that their child can be an American citizen. They can then be anchored into the United States, and then it creates a whole sort of cascading series of problems. What we're trying to do is fix that. And I think most Americans look at the southern border and they realize we ought to have a border, we ought to be a sovereign nation, and we ought to be able to determine who comes into our country. And whenever they do, they ought to come in on our terms, not illegally or not under false pretenses.
Okay, you guys, I think he said a mouthful right there. You guys got a lot to say about it too. Let's get on. We're going to stay in Texas. Y'all ready for this? One for the turn, one for the chalice. We like to burn it up just like this. I get high every day, every night, every day. I can't really say the word, but you know what I'm saying. And you know who won't be doing that? Not too long. In Texas, we got a federal lawsuit that shut down all of that Delta, you guys, and shut down all of the other G4. So they got to really look out and try to see what they can find in order to get their WANA. You guys know almost 70% of the United States now is inhaling and exhaling, but not in Texas and not legally. But guess what? A federal lawsuit's now been filed against the new THC restrictions. The day before, they took it out by 12 o'clock. By 8 o'clock the next morning, they were being sued. Let's see if this is gonna stick, you guys. Let's get on over to Texas.
Days into a new state ban of certain hemp-derived THC products, there is now a legal challenge. The Texas Hemp Business Coalition says a federal lawsuit has now been filed against the new restrictions. They took effect on Friday. They claim the ban, which covers all Delta 8 and Delta 10 THC products, conflicts with state and federal law. One notable exception to that ban, low-dosage Delta 9, the most commonly sold THC product in Texas, it is still allowed.
Oh boy, does that mean that they're gonna take it to the streets again? They're gonna be like, yo, I got that Delta, got that stuff that y'all can't get. Holla at your boy. Boy's gonna be out there like, got that Delta. But be careful in Texas. Woo, they don't play. You talk about football numbers. I know somebody that got sentenced to 99 years. Woo, yeah, 99. Caught with a duffel bag full of that stuff. And he was gone for a long time. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up because we got merch coming out today. Yeah, come on, let's get on over to Detroit. We got a follow-up story all the way from last year. Ex-boyfriend of London Thomas. Let's go to Detroit, come on. The ex-boyfriend, Jalen Pendergrass, not Teddy's son, no family affiliation. He's been sentenced. Watch your head. To 25 years to 50 years in prison for the teen's 2025 murder. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
Justice for the family of 17-year-old London Thomas. Thank you for joining us today for 7 News Detroit at 5. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Simon Shayket. It's a heartbreaking case we've been following for more than a year. This morning, London's ex-boyfriend, Jalen Pendergrass, was sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison for her murder.
The teenager from Detroit was last seen being dropped off at his home in Inkster back in April of 2025. She was reported missing the next day. 7 News Detroit was there as her family organized search parties, but tragically, just weeks later, London's body was found in Southfield.
Randy Wimbley is your Detroit reporter, and he spoke to London's emotional family just moments after the sentence was delivered today.
Jalen Pendergrass will spend the next 25 years in prison. He was convicted of killing 17-year-old London Thomas. Her family says they're now halfway to closure.
Wow, Calessa.
The family of London Thomas celebrated outside of Wayne County Circuit Court. A judge sentenced the 23-year-old Pendergrass to 25 to 50 years in prison on Friday, following his guilty plea for the April 2025 murder of his teenage ex-girlfriend. Jasmine Bennett, London's mother, says her family accepts the sentence.
that is what Judge Cusick has given him. But for me, it would have been life or death. But at the end of the day, I have to take what I can take.
It was just as long due. I mean, this has been a nightmare for us from the beginning to now.
The teen's family says that closure comes at a heavy cost.
It's just reliving it every time we come here for over a year. Could you imagine losing someone in this way? And then to every day open up the wound over and over again.
Pendergrass pleaded guilty to second-degree murder earlier this month. As part of that plea deal, prosecutors dismissed additional charges against him, including unlawful imprisonment and tampering with evidence. 17-year-old London Thomas first went missing in April of 2025 after being last seen in Inkster. Her body was discovered weeks later in Southfield. Pendergrass's mother, Charlotte Pendergrass, is also facing criminal charges in connection with London's death for allegedly helping to hide the teen's body.
Thank you,
London's
Donnell.
mother says Charlotte Pendergrass should plead guilty as well.
I just don't see a need for her to continue, because I know at the end of the day, whether you or your son killed my child, you were a part of it, you were aware of it, and you should do exactly what is happening to him. This is your child. Do you think if London came to me and said, hey, let's bury Jalen, that I would have agreed and I would have done that? Like, that is crazy.
Wow.
So to see you sitting there saying, oh, I knew about it, but I didn't do it, and I don't deserve to go to jail, is ridiculous.
Wow.
Charlotte Pendergrass is due back in court for a hearing in August. She's set to go to trial in late October. I'm Randy Wembley, 7 News Detroit. Accepts the sentence. Years in prison, the teen's family prosecutors dismissed.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get those prayers in the air. I'm glad they finally found the person as well as convicted him of what they think that he did, and the family found justice. I want to just go ahead and give a shout out to the family as well as everybody who waited through this with them. I want to show some love and strength to them, and hopefully the mom can get over this. Like I always tell you guys, we always say the same thing here. The parents never expect to bury the child. You always expect for your child to bury you. That's the sad part about it. Seeing that happen and having to continue to be here without your babies being here. It's terrible and tragic. Want to pray for the family as well as all of the support as well as the judge. Thank you for finalizing and getting that sentence done. Amen. Prayers for London. Let's keep on going, you guys. I got a question for you because, yeah, this is crazy. This next case I'm talking about, I'm surprised this guy is alive. These people are still around. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know if they are televised it on purpose, but I thought they do some pretty crazy stuff when you do stuff in places like India, you know, Malaysia. I didn't think that they put it on the news, especially when you do something like this. I'm serious when I'm talking about this, you guys. This fool, this pilot, was arrested. He had over 70,000 e-pills. That's right, 70,000 of them. And also, he had more D-rugs inside of the plane, 14 bags, right? And guess where he got caught at, you guys? Indonesia. Oh, man, I'm surprised they let this be televised. Normally, they just start to chopping. Oh, Hassan chop. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm surprised he made it to the news.
And a Malaysian pilot is now at the center of a shocking international drug smuggling case. The incident has raised serious questions about aviation safety, drug trafficking, and airline oversight. A 39-year-old pilot was arrested in Indonesia shortly after landing a passenger flight from Kuala Lumpur to Jakarta. Indonesian customs officials say they found more than 70,000 ecstasy pills packed into 14 separate bags inside his suitcase. They also recovered 4 grams of methamphetamine from his hand luggage. But the discoveries did not stop there. After his arrest, the pilot was tested for substances, and according to Indonesian authorities, the test returned positive.
He was high off that Hunter. I can feel it. Biden. I mean, remember how they told you, don't get high on your own supply, man. That's what you're never supposed to do. I guess he ain't take the advice that he was told.
Triggering even greater concern.
The results of his urine test came back positive for meth,
MDMA, and cocaine. What concerns all of us is that this person's profession is a pilot. At the time he arrived, he had just flown that plane from Kuala Lumpur to Indonesia.
Well, officials say that...
So he was flying a plane, literally, he was flying, Number 9, never get high on your own supply. Let's keep going, you guys. We got more to get into. I don't want to play no more of that. I might get in trouble. Man, listen, we got to keep on moving. Keep on moving. Let's go on over to Seville. We got some deputies that's engaged in a standoff at this residency, but I got to get you guys to get them hands in the air, get those double taps going. And also, I would love to be at 74,000 subscribers. So even if we don't make the 300 on this, we can get up to that and get those subscribers up. See if we can get to that 74,000 mark. But if so, let's go ahead. I still got faith in you guys. It's still early because I'll be sending out 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains and 6 of the Our Bottom Line decals. All you guys got to do is get those likes up, hit those 3 dots, get those likes up, get some more people over here. See what's going on with this situation in Seville.
News in Volusia County where there are several...
Or is it Seville?
Several deputies and they have a road blocked off in Seville. And in the last 5 minutes, they've confirmed why they have been out there for the last hour. Let's get out to West 2's Adriana Doria, who's been speaking with the sheriff's office and is at a media staging area nearby. What were you able to confirm?
Lindsay, within the last couple of minutes, a spokesperson with the Volusia County Sheriff's Office tells us that law enforcement is responding to a standoff situation at a home near Lake Juanita Road here in Volusia County. Now, they also mentioned that they sent out an alert to all of the residents in that area, urging them to stay inside while this situation unfolds. They have us about 5 minutes down the road at a staging area. We are expecting law enforcement to meet us here at some point to give us some more information. But again, as you can imagine, this is all very active and unfolding. So for our safety, they wanted us to be a little bit further out. But again, a standoff situation. Now, I can also confirm that no deputies are injured at this point of this standoff situation. So that is the good news, but we don't really know what led up to this at this point. I will say, as we were driving out here, we saw multiple Volusia County Sheriff's deputies, cruisers, speed by us heading to this scene. And when we were at the scene very briefly, we saw a few different cruisers there with that road blocked off. Now, again, we're about 5 minutes away at Bunnell Road, just north of US Highway 17. But again, a standoff situation here. Volusia County Sheriff's deputies responding to that. Again, we don't know what led up to it, but again, it's at a home on Lake Juanita Road. So we are expecting to get an update here any minute now. We'll be sure to keep you updated on air and online at wesh.com as we get that. For now, covering.
I'll keep you guys posted on that. We got to get over here and find out why all of these creeps are winding up with all of these pictures of these children. Over 2,500 files they found on this fool over here. So you guys, y'all ready to get those meat grinders and those wood grinders, and those grinders ready? Yeah, the wood chippers on slow. We got a situation over in Beaver County where the police link suspects to a phone which held over 2,500, child porn files. I'm not even going to say that word. Let's go.
New at noon out of Beaver County, an investigation into the sexual assault of a child leading to the discovery of thousands of images showing children being sexually abused. Investigators say they found more than 2,500 images and videos on 22-year-old Luke Potit's phone. The children ranged in age from 2 to 10 years old. According to the district attorney, the new charges filed this week stem from a search warrant of the suspect's cell phone that was executed in a separate investigation. Potit was previously charged in April for allegedly raping a 12-year-old girl.
So in the course of that investigation, they dump the defendant's phone and then ultimately come across thousands and thousands of just horrible, terrible images and videos and just things that no one should ever have to see.
According to the criminal complaint, the young girl from the initial investigation came forward in September of 2025, saying the assault happened.
Send them to Jamaica.
In May of that year. Police say she told investigators she knew the suspect as a Geneva College student.
who was sitting in on classes at New Brighton Middle School back in 2024. He allegedly bought alcohol for the girl and her friend before assaulting her in the back of a car.
Maybe the most disturbing part of it is that this individual worked with children. You know, he was, I believe, going to be a teacher or something that worked with adolescents.
Well, obviously, with two different cases going on, it is a unique investigation. I can say it's important to let the criminal process play out. These cases are difficult. We have unimaginable content to address with very high emotions.
Now, the superintendent of the New Brighton School District issued a statement to Pittsburgh's Action News 4 saying in part, quote, "We are aware of the charges and can confirm that we have fully cooperated and provided information to those agencies conducting the investigation."
Yeah, but that's not right, Amber. Amber Waves of Grain W2U says they usually get a few years cut down by payment. You see that? That's not right. What you talking about, a few years cut down? That's bananas right there. Let's get those likes up to 100, you guys. Let's go. We only need 16 more to get to that. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's get on over to, matter of fact, I like to pray for the victims in this, because a lot of times the sad part about it is there's not just one victim. There's a lot of children that especially depending on how long he's been working there and working around children. Hopefully they do a thorough investigation and see if there's any other victims of this piece of crap and never let them out. Maybe they can do that. And hopefully there's people start coming forward if there's anything there. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward. Come on over here, Smith Swanza. We about to hit up Maryland right now. Come on, come on. I see this crazy situation right here that keeps on happening. And how do they keep on getting away so far? Yesterday we had somebody that pow-powed somebody and wound up all the way in Mexico. Now we got somebody that did something in Maryland and wounds up all the way in Texas. Let's go, you guys. An illegal immigrant, you already know how they're moving, arrested. After, that's right, watch your head, after his own girlfriend in Maryland tried to get away. He got far, but they still caught him. Let's go, you guys, let's see what's going on with this.
Tonight, the Department of Justice confirms the man accused of killing his girlfriend over the weekend in Colombia is an illegal immigrant from Honduras. 24-year-old Darwin Carcamo Santiago was arrested Monday in Texas, and ICE has since placed a detainer on him. One law enforcement leader says this case points to issues with the way Maryland handles illegal immigration.
Songwriter,
because of the arrest in Texas, whether this was a criminal illegal alien, and we didn't know until the feds put out a press release, because in Maryland we tiptoe around this subject as if it's evil somehow.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Maxine Stryker. Santiago's arrest comes as the Trump administration is in a legal battle with Maryland over sanctuary policies and the public safety implications. Fox 45's Jeff Abel joins us live with details on the arrest in his Columbia murder and the response from local leaders tonight.
Thank you so much, Angry. Love and respect to you. Best show ever. Love it. Wow, it's been forever. Glad you're back. We still here. We ain't going nowhere. We just turned it up and got even better. Watch the health and wellness section.
Jeff.
Well, police say it was an illegal immigrant from Honduras who strangled his Colombia girlfriend to death this past weekend. And when they finally caught up with him, he was 1,400 miles away in the state of Texas. It was Sunday afternoon when authorities found Esmeralda Perez Mendez strangled to death in this Columbia apartment. Her boyfriend had vanished. Authorities were desperately seeking Darwin Carcamo Santiago, and Monday afternoon, they found him on an interstate 1,400 miles away in Waco, Texas. A state trooper had pulled him over on an unrelated charge, but it wasn't until he was booked into jail that detectives learned the rest of the story. He was wanted for murder in Maryland, and federal officials wanted him for being an illegal immigrant from Honduras.
Here is yet another example of a woman in Maryland losing her life at the hands of a criminal illegal alien.
What if he would have never been here? She would have still been alive. You see that?
And, had he been picked up here, we wouldn't honor the detainer that ICE just sent to Texas.
The state of Texas requires local authorities to cooperate with federal immigration officials. The state of Maryland, however, now prohibits cooperation.
If you want to do this kind of stuff, if you want to be in the country illegally and murder people, Maryland's the place to do it, thanks to our legislature.
This nonsense
up here in Annapolis, Maryland, has to stop.
3 weeks ago, the Department of Justice sued the state of Maryland, alleging that its passage of the Community Trust Act interferes with federal immigration enforcement. Maryland sheriffs are suing the state too.
I think what we had in place before was working. Again, we were the #1 jurisdiction in the country for sex offender apprehensions. We should go back to that. We should go back to cooperating with the federal government to get bad people off of our streets.
Without cooperation, Maryland officials say they may never have known about Carcamo Santiago's illegal status, and if he was arrested in this state, they may have been barred from doing anything about it.
And if indeed, he's guilty and he's convicted of it, that man should never walk freely amongst society ever again. But in Maryland, we want to coddle criminals, and it's sad.
Oh man, oh man. So now all they had to do was send him back, arrest him, lock him up. Want to pray for the lady who lost her life and whatever else he probably did again, because you never know what these monsters do. They know that they can go skip to another state, and what do they try to find, you guys? Sanctuary cities that's going to protect them. We want to pray for all of our innocent elderly, all of our children, all of the women, and all of the people out there, all across the world, you guys, because we got to watch out for ourselves. They're here. Amen. Let's go. Oswego. Be careful out there, because remember this last Fulio right here? You guys getting a little glimpse of her right there, right? This is the DoorDash girl, Olivia Henderson. She's accusing the customer of being naked. Remember that, you guys, when she delivered the DoorDash? She was accusing the person that she was delivering to of being naked. So now she's trying to counter the case that she got locked up, because she actually put him on video and she got fired for that. Now she's trying to sue him now. Let's see what's going on with this as they head to trial.
The so-called DoorDash girl headed to trial in Oswego County. 23-year-old Olivia Henderson back in court today. News Channel 9 senior reporter Andrew Donovan explains what happens next in this high-profile case.
The internet can't seem to get enough of the criminal case of Olivia Henderson, the now former DoorDash driver, on TikTok, claiming she was sexually harassed by a customer, naked, asleep on his couch, when she delivered his order last year. But then police charged her because she recorded him and posted the video.
I think there's very little argument on what the evidence actually is, on what actually happened.
Well, posting the video, that's a whole nother situation. She probably should not have posted the video. She could have used it as evidence, but posting it online, that's a little different.
It's whether what happened rises to what they say it rises to. And we're very convinced, from the beginning of this case, I've been very convinced that it does not.
Her public defender challenging the prosecution's narrative.
Yes, Yaim 6631, we go everywhere. We try to go close as possible to wherever people in our chat are. We like to have familiar news going on. This way you can say something like that. Wow, that town is right next to mine. This way we're relevant. We love to hear things like that, and thank you.
She invaded her victim's privacy, an argument he's asking the judge to rule on.
Well, it is reasonable to expect for most people that you have privacy. If you do something to not have privacy, then you no longer have a reasonable expectation of privacy.
Emphasizing it was the customer who left the solid door open with just the glass door as the barrier to his home. It's now clear Olivia Henderson won't plead guilty. This case won't be resolved by a plea agreement. She's scheduled for trial in January, but if another case resolves itself earlier, Olivia Henderson will face a jury in October. But
come on, y'all, I know we can do it. Let's not look embarrassed right now. We got 5 more likes. Wow, just to get to 100, we're doing that bad? I feel like we got 100 people right there. Come on now, y'all. I know we can get those likes up. We actually are putting on a really good show right now. I'm not asking, I'm just telling you guys, really? We don't deserve to get some likes? Hit those 3 dots. Boop, right there, let that like drop down. Also, we're on our way to 74,000 subscribers. All we need is about 120 more. I'm sure we can do that if you appreciate the content that you're getting. Let's go.
even before those possible trial dates, Olivia Henderson is scheduled to be back in court in September. In Oswego, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
Let's go see what's
The
going on.
so-called DoorDash girl headed to trial in Oswego.
Let's see what's going on with Fuji. Let's see what's going on with the new president. Keiko Fujimori, Peru's new president, as 4 former presidents are locked up, and I guess they ain't getting out. They probably are, but they probably won't be president anymore. They got a lot of presidents over there that got arrested, huh? Haven't heard about this before too many times. This is not something that's common, a lot of ex-presidents in jail.
Fujimori is Peru's new president. She'll inherit a country which has cycled through 9 presidents in a decade. Years of political instability, corruption scandals, and institutional crisis has led to one of the country's most unusual legacies. 4 former presidents are currently in Barbadillo prison in Lima. Keiko Fujimori's father, Alberto, who was also president, was Barbadillo's first resident in 2007. Ex-presidents Alejandro Toledo, Ollanta Humala, Martín Vizcarra, and Pedro Castillo called Barbadillo home. The prison is one symbol of political corruption and instability. After Castillo's imprisonment, violent protests broke out, with more than 50 people killed in clashes with police. Fujimori's mandate will not be easy. She inherits a country with rising crime and extortion, something she says that she will deal with an iron fist.
All right, we're gonna see. Oh, we got 9 people that got 9 people in 10 years, and most of them are locked up. That's right, you guys. Imagine if our presidents was getting locked up like that. Woo! They'd probably be trying to fly the straight and narrow path, right? Let's keep on moving forward. I'm sorry, you guys. Excuse me for that little glitch right there. We got an ex-deputy who pow-powed Sonia Massey. He's trying to get some medical release just to get out of prison. Family's not going for it. You guys remember the deputy who pow-powed Sonia Massey? That story broke. It was pretty big. Well, guess what? The deputy's saying, I'm sick. I've got cancer. Can you let me out early? And the family's saying, no, they shouldn't. And guess what? We're going to see what happens out of this. Let's go.
Every time we have...
Excuse me, you guys. We're in Springfield, Illinois for this. And let me just go ahead and get this audio correct because it's a little too loud. I guess we got some bad audio on the last clip. Let's go.
To go to court, it sends me into a depression or crying. If you look at me when this first happened, you'll see the difference. I look like hell, formed over twice because of this. And I'm tired of crying.
I think Sean Grayson should be allowed out of prison, but my daughter can get up from that cemetery. When she tells me, okay, Daddy, take your foot off his neck, I'm gonna keep my foot on his neck. I don't care how many times he goes before the prison review board to try to get out of his 20-year sentence.
I know that he's having a really rough time in prison because he has colon cancer. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy besides him. And he knew he had cancer the night he killed my mom. I don't feel bad at him at all.
I'm very grateful for the outcome today. Having said that, we know we have an uphill battle. We know he can turn right around and file again today. So we will stay vigilant and keep doing it if we have to. Thank you.
Somebody said, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. That's right, you guys. You can't do the crime. You shouldn't do the crime if you can't do the time. Nobody told you to do it. Nobody told you to do it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because y'all better be careful out there using AI. I ain't talking about Allen Iverson either. I'm talking about AI, especially these kids. Come here, parents. Guess what they're doing? I'm telling. Y'all don't want to be in here on the show because we're a little older? Good, because now we can tell what's going on with y'all in school. Come on, parents. Be ready for this in September or this month when you send them back to school. You ready? You want me to tell you what they're doing? I tell you to use it for groceries. You know what they're using it for? They're using it for their homework. They're using it for tests. And they're using it for everything. But this teacher's smart. Don't try to use AI on this teacher, not this professor, because you're going to get caught out there. You know how some teachers give you a test, and now all you got to do is copy, paste it, put it in AI? AI will do all of the work for you. All you got to do is sign your name and hand it over to the teacher, and you know you're getting an A, right? Well, not with this teacher. This professor's smart. Not a professor for any reason. Since you're not going to pay attention to the work I'm giving you, how about I slip a couple of words inside of here right in the middle? Like Madagascar driving car goes very far at the bar. And see if you take that out. Come on, you guys. Y'all going to love this right here. Watch what this Mississippi professor does to catch a bunch of his students using AI on tests.
A college professor in Mississippi is trending for his creative crackdown on the use of artificial intelligence.
He built an AI trap into a recent history exam, and it worked all too well. The professor asked students at Alcorn State University to compare the Industrial Revolution with today's digital age. He hid the word Madagascar in the assignment prompt in invisible ink, so students would not notice when plugging it into AI to fill in their answers. He says almost all of the students included that hidden word in their essay in the form of nonsensical answers, like Madagascar purple bicycle whispers to the ceiling. The professor says the goal was not to embarrass his students, but to reinforce academic integrity while navigating AI's impact on learning. That sentence structure, by the way, was very much what AI uses. He says he's more surprised the students didn't bother to read their work before turning it in.
That's what sticks out to me. Like, if you're going to put it through AI, at least read through it to make sure there's no nonsensical sentences like that.
Yeah, that sounded like a vocal warm-up.
Yeah. A college...
I told you, anything I see that I think is going to be cool, that you guys get something out of it, I love to share it with you. And I know that that was going to be something that y'all was like, yo, that's crazy right there. The Madagascar kissing car goes very far. Next thing you know, they got that's inside the assignment. Come here, did you read this part? You sure you meant to write this? Look, didn't even read back the garbage they requested from AI. That's what they said. Kids are so dumbed down, they can't even cheat properly. Wait a minute, of course they wouldn't check it. AI knows everything. Let's go, y'all, let's go. They probably was getting A's before that, right? Kids can't have reading time with family where they listen to books at home too. He's probably famous on campus now, right? Let's go, you guys. We got a judge right now that gives this builder the maximum prison sentence that he can get for defrauding families. What sucks is this. When you work your hardest to save all the money that you can, the American dream, you want to go out there and buy yourself a house, a home. You probably got some property and you got the idea how you want it built, right? You go get a contractor that's reputable and you let them start doing the building and you go do what you got to do, right? Well, I'm sorry, you guys, not when it comes down to this builder. And I'm not talking about Bob the builder either, because he winds up taking a lot of people's money, going all around the world, flying around, buying beer and booze and all of that stuff, and not getting paid, not doing what a contractor's supposed to be doing. And who's the victims of this? All of the people that saved all of their money for all of those years to try to have a home, which is what they strive for all of their lives. And all he can say is, I'm sorry. And the judge said, sorry, boo, 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 boo. It's all that you can say. Come on and take these years. Because she gave him some years. Check this out, y'all.
Is heading to prison. Spencer Calvert sentenced to the maximum of 5 years after pleading guilty to defrauding clients out of millions of dollars.
Talking about don't lock me up. I can pay everybody $3,000 a year. $3,000 a month. The judge said that's going to take you about 207.
This case gaining national attention after reality TV star Captain Sandy Yon came forward about her frustrations with Calvert. Our Sydney Deshawn is joining us now. And Sydney, clients made their voices heard in the courtroom today, and so did Calvert.
Anthony, it was an emotional day in the courtroom on both sides. For these families, it wasn't just money. It was a lifetime of savings poured into what they thought was their dream home and a man they trusted to deliver it.
I've made numerous mistakes, which have led to catastrophic losses and hardships that the victims and many others have faced and continue to face. For that, I accept complete responsibility And I offer my sincere apology to Steve and Jennifer Alexson.
Name by name, Spencer Calvert stands in this courtroom, apologizing to every single victim. 16 families. Calvert, the president of Pineapple Corporation, sentenced to the maximum 5 years in prison for defrauding customers who hired him to build their dream homes in St. Johns County. They paid, the work never got done, leaving families hundreds of thousands of dollars in the hole and stuck with liens on their property. Among them,
In the future, always run it by me.
reality TV star Captain Sandy Yawn from Below Deck Mediterranean. Her wife Leah doesn't believe his remorse is genuine.
It is fake. It is phony. He is a criminal.
This investigative report from the state attorney's office shows Calvert's American Express statements with $730,000 spent on restaurants, sporting events, plane charters, furniture stores, and liquor retailers. In court, families told the judge Calvert's apology came far too late.
Today he came up here and talked about how sorry he is, how remorseful he is. That would have been very useful 3-4 years ago when all this came to light.
Calvert stole our peace of mind, our financial security, and 5 years of our lives. He did it without remorse until he was caught.
This makes an incentive for somebody to steal millions and millions of dollars and walk away with probation.
Calvert's team arguing for probation, saying he could pay victims back $3,000 a month. The judge did the math and rejected it.
It would take, I think, I calculated that at 217 years.
It'll take 217 years for you to do that. You heard that?
To pay off the restitution at that rate.
Instead, the maximum sentence under the plea deal: 5 years in prison, followed by 30 years of probation.
16 families have suffered enormous
16 families have suffered enormous loss because of him.
Financial devastation based on these crimes.
Now, Calvert must pay back more than $8 million in restitution, including $1 million that was due at today's sentencing.
St. John's.
Look, he said the judge had to do the math. 55 said almost got finessed too, right? The judge almost went for it until he did the math, right? Good catch. There you go, 55. Look at 55 over there being an accountant that she is. Let's keep on moving forward and get those likes up, you guys, because you might see it in the back, because she was doing it even bigger. What? You think he was doing something? Nah. Our bottom line, we're going to show you what's going on over here. But you guys got to get those likes up. I need to see those likes up. I got to see those numbers go up. Also, if you guys have not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? We are working on, we're working on going to 74,000 subscribers. We can do that today with you guys. Don't worry about anybody else, everybody else who's around here. I'm talking about you. Yeah, you right there. You really rock with the show? You've been here for a while? Have you double tapped that screen or hit those 3 dots to subscribe to the channel? Have you hit the all notification? This way you get all notifications when we're on. All we got is us nowadays, buddy. We can't rely on these people. If it was for them, woo, you have no idea where we'd be. I rely on you guys. I come here to wake up every morning with y'all. We don't get paid a lot of money for doing this. I like kicking it with y'all. That's why I come here. Imagine that, especially not with those cracked out numbers that they're trying to say. Oh, nowadays we've leveled the playing field on YT. No longer do we go off for the subscribers and the last thing that you did when you were good, a new person could pop on and get a whole million people to watch them. That's right. That's right. Al has done changed the Go rhythm around here. A lot of things have changed. Ain't got nothing to do with us. We still #1 with performance, right? So where everybody at? Check that out. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Chicago, where an immigration attorney accused of swindling thousands across the country, including the Chicago area. She had people looking at her like she was going to be their savior, like she flies the friendly skies because she's an angel. She had a lot of people that were illegals thinking that she was going to get them to stay, until what happened? It crumbled. That's right, you guys, it crumbled just like everything else. Let's get into it, you guys. Just like the self-described miracle lawyer you thought that she was. And that pink vessel in the back, that's her private jet. That's what that is. Let's go.
Lozano promised a pathway to citizenship for tens of thousands of people, a self-described miracle lawyer, according to a new lawsuit. She had an office in West Suburban Berwyn, a multi-million-dollar condo in the city, and a pink private jet, among offices across the country. The catch, that promise of citizenship for her clients was broken, according to the complaint.
We had been hearing rumors for years about problems with how those cases were being handled, rumors that things were being fabricated to make people eligible when they were not otherwise eligible.
So she was just lying to people. Yep, she got greedy, Jelena. You see that, right? She got greedy.
Tente Omar Barraza represents dozens of clients in this lawsuit out of Washington state who claim they were conned out of tens of thousands of dollars by former immigration attorney Alexandra Lozano. They're only some of the 35,000 clients Lozano represented over the past 5+ years, according to the suit. Immigration attorneys tell the I-Team Lozano made millions of dollars and lived high on the hog with a $3 million condo in Chicago and this pink private jet to ferry her across the country.
When you go around calling yourself the lawyer of miracles, people don't look at the fine print.
Lozano co-opted the potent religious symbol of the Virgin of Guadalupe in her marketing, calling herself the miracle lawyer, when in fact, she was charging some vulnerable clients tens of thousands of dollars to file falsified immigration papers under the...
You see this right here? That's a damn shame.
The Violence Against Women Act, or alleging her clients were victims of human trafficking, regardless of what...
Ain't no money to get back, Floyd. She done spent all that in jet fuel and keeping up the facade. You got to realize a lot of these people keep doing this thing to keep everything maintained.
That they qualified for that relief, according to the complaint.
That's all we've been seeing for the last probably month are just these victims coming in because now they don't even know if they have a case.
Chicago immigration attorney Kathleen Vanucci telling the I-Team she's seen a flood of former Lozano clients coming to her practice asking for help. When the Washington State Bar Association opened an investigation into Lozano, she voluntarily gave up her law license rather than face discipline and promptly disappeared. This is a video of Lozano's desolate Berwyn office days after her practice ceased, with dozens of cubicles empty.
They're panicking because the problem right now is that some of them didn't know what was going on in the application. If you withdraw the application or that application is denied, you're going to be transferred to immigration court for removal proceedings.
Los Angeles immigration attorney Joan DeValle telling our sister station KABC former Lozano clients could face deportation around the country due to citizenship and immigration services policies. Lozano's attorneys telling the I-Team in part, Alexandra denies the allegations that have been raised by a small number of the thousands of individuals she has represented. She will address those allegations fully in...
Y'all seen that office was empty, right? Out of there. Might as well had a little tumbleweed roll through there. Lights off, everything.
In court. Now, last month, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services issued a warning to former Lozano clients saying she was suspended from practicing in immigration court. Another lawsuit, this one a class action, was filed against Lozano last month.
Somebody said, you should have known that something was wrong with her. How you gonna be a legit lawyer, but you got a pink private jet? You really showing off out here. And you guys, y'all know the song, right? Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. Everybody was a little bit frightening. You remember that song, right? Everybody was kung fu. Well, the reason I'm bringing this up, because this dude in Brisbane in the hospital, I guess he was a little tipsy, and he took this nurse for being a little weak. Did not even know that this was an jiu-jitsu obsessed nurse. I know people like this. I used to have people always around me like, doing all these moves and stuff. I'm like, yo, what's up with you, man? No, I'm just in black belt right now, so I've been practicing my moves and all of that. And some of these people get obsessed. So why did this Fulio decide to mess around with this jiu-jitsu obsessed nurse who takes him down very fast, I must say. We're going to have to probably watch this 2 or 3 times just to get an idea what's going on here. You're minding your business, just like Fire Marshal Bill would say. That's right, you're minding your business. You're outside giving somebody instructions to go wherever. Next thing you know, this guy turns around with a beer in his hand, tries to hit you, tries to fight you, and the fight's already over. Come on, you guys, you see it right there. You see one guy in the scrubs. No, don't mess with the guy in the scrubs. Let's go, y'all. So yeah, just walk out the door. I'm telling you where to go. Just go ahead and do what you gotta do. I hope everything gonna be good with you for the night. You know, just escorting them to the door, right? But don't mess with the guy in the no scrubs. Hey, hey, boom, yoke, choke, took him down. Got him jammed up now. Now you got him around the neck. Now you throw the leg around him to secure it. Now he calls security. I'm sorry, he had to win before he called security. As you see him tap the ground to give himself a win first, then he calls security over. Come on, y'all. Now, the patient targeted the worker at 2 a.m. in an unmonitored area after being asked to leave for disruptive behavior. Now, your boy even got up like he was going back to his corner. We gonna play it all over again. This was a ring fight for him, not that idiot with the can of beer, dog. I'm telling you, watch one more time. One more time. We got live action, y'all. We gonna go back to the live action. Y'all ready for this? Remember, jiu-jitsu fighter. Did it like it was a ring fight. Let's go. I'm not gonna disturb nothing. Flipped him. Phone already on the ground. He got your boy with his body like this on the ground right now. Like he got the crazy. He got him in the Swanee River right now, y'all. Y'all see his leg all the way back the way he got his neck all jigged over. He can't do nothing but hold the rest of his body up with his other leg. I mean, with his other arm. Because if he try to swing, he's gonna fall on his face. Just walks off like, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to y'all later. You know what I'm saying? Could that be why he works on the night shift? Night shift. Bloom, 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 bloom. You gotta know how to fight when you're working on the night shift, night shift. You know how crazy things happen at night. The freaks come out the freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. Hut, hut, hut. Let's keep on going, you guys. If y'all left, y'all missing a good show. Told you we got a whole lot going on over here. 2 tears in the bucket. Time to get on over to Nantucket. That's right. No influencers assigned. That's right. If I was to go inside of this place, they'd probably be like, wait a minute, you're Bugatti, right? You can't come in here. Like, what are you talking about? You're an influencer. I'm not an influencer. I just influence people. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. They got a problem with influencers over in Nantucket. No influencer signs? Are you serious? Are they calling that sexist, anti-woman by influencers? I don't understand this. What do you mean only women are influencers? Let's fix this situation right now, you guys. What are you talking about?
Once was a sign in Nantucket, and it told influencers to shove it. A sign reading "No influencers" generated some controversy online, mostly obviously among influencers. You see it there in the Four Winds Craft Guild store on the vacation island. It has picked up some traction among a group of influencers who are upset. Some are calling it anti-women. Influencer Paige Lorenz, who has a shop nearby, says, if you call yourself a feminist but proudly put up a no influencers sign, it's worth asking who you are attempting to delegitimize.
Yeah, who are you trying to delegitimize? Why would they put these signs up? You want somebody just walking into your restaurant with a phone, just starting to record without even asking you? Look at the influence that these influencers are showing. What do you expect?
And why? She adds, the influencer industry is mostly women-driven, women creators, with another one calling it, quote, icky. Finally, one influencer says, look, these people who have followings can help small businesses get a ton of exposure and reach customers. Kind of a weird move. Shop owner says this was all tongue-in-cheek, saying he's not actually anti-influencer. Says some influencers have just been behaving badly in the shop. He says they don't care about the history.
That's like when you take somebody out to eat, fellas. You want them to eat the food, right? They want to take a picture. They want to, I want to put this on my Instagram page. And all right, but every single time, you serious? Put me in the picture. They don't never want to put the dude in the picture, right? Oh, so you was there by yourself? Same way they take all them Dubai pictures on the camel, guys. Who taking the picture? Ah, yeah.
They don't want to buy anything. They just want to use it for content. Saying sometimes people come in and start filming without saying anything at all. He says, quote, just bleep and talk to me. Many places, man, I felt so much like my middle school self in that moment. Many places in recent years have been overrun with girlies in the cube lights, of course. Think about other vacation destinations you see on social media, the real life version of it, just hundreds of people standing in line to take a photo. So the reaction to having your day disrupted by someone who's being disrespectful, I think is a legitimate thing to be annoyed by.
I couldn't watch this entire next video without you guys because I was like, I just watched a little bit of it and I said, I'm gonna watch the rest of this with them. I said to myself, I'm not watching this video by myself. It's not a sad one, but it just started bothering me. And I don't want to watch it because it bothered me. I feel like the story needs to go out because we have a lot of animal lovers here and we have a lot of people that travel and we have a lot of people that rely on sitters for our animals. Told you guys a lot of times, our family members are our furry friends, our cats and our dogs. We want our animals and our family members taken care of the same way that we would when we're there. We're not asking you to do a whole bunch of hugging them and playing on them or whatever like that, but you could pet them or whatever and just send them on their way and whatever and just be respectful. But I don't want to hear nothing about you tried to kick at my dog, and that's a whole nother reason why what I told you guys before. It's really hard for certain people to be able to put leave their dog with people because, you know, some people might try to do something and next thing you know it was a pit bull. Did you kick at the pit bull to make him bite your leg, sir? Hey, well, maybe that's what he's supposed to do. It is what it is, and that's why I really can't have too many people watching my dogs. I'm telling you right now, only a few people. And I don't mind and I understand if you guys feel a certain way about what I'm saying because I live in a high crime area. I can't have the dog that's gonna tell the thief, come on over here, this is where the safe is. I need the dog that's gonna be like, right at the door. So they can be like, you know what? Let's try the next house. There's a damn pit bull in there. Yeah, even the Chihuahua will deter because of the noise. Let's get into it, you guys. I got some information I need to let you guys know about a follow-up because this is the third day that I've heard about this app and we're putting them on blast. We're putting the Rover app on blast, B-L-A-S-T. What have we heard about this situation from an Inglewood woman? She says that her cameras caught the Rover app sitters neglecting the dogs as well as stealing belongings from her home. And if you kick at my dog, oh, I'm catching a case. The only reason why I probably won't catch a case is because I don't want to be away from my dog too long. Let's keep on going, you guys. But man, listen, you kick at my dog. I'm talking about, yo, get this dog. What you mean? Whack! Oh, my bad, bro. Yo, but what happened? Oh, you fell on the floor, man. I think you, yeah, man. Don't be kicking at my fam like that, bro. Yeah, because this is his crib or her crib. Let's go.
A woman in Inglewood thought she had found a trusted pet sitter to watch her dogs while she was out of town. But when she came home and checked her security cameras, she says the dogs had been neglected and her belongings were stolen. We're covering the Gulf Coast in Inglewood where Natasha Casal is speaking to the pet owner.
just, you know, was breaking my heart. You know, they would come in and the big dog's very friendly, goes to welcome you, and they would be screaming at him, kicking him, using their arms to get him away from, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm on some stuff like where they live at this point. Where they live at. I'm gonna handle that like you did that to my kid. Where they live at.
I was like, why would you do that?
Natalie Jones planned a trip out of the country in early July and needed someone to watch her dogs, Harry and Buddy. Jones decided to use the Rover app for the first time, which helps you hire pet sitters and pet walkers in your area. Sarah Betancourt was listed as one of the pet sitters on Rover.
And this lady in particular had 39 recent reviews. So I felt pretty good, and she came for a meet and greet, and she was a vet tech, and she owns her own business that, you know, is dog grooming and nail trimming and stuff. So I thought, well, this sounds pretty good.
Although once she returned from her vacation and reviewed her camera footage, it told a different story. During the time the dogs were in Betancourt's care, she neglected the animals. According to the arrest report, Betancourt and another person are seen on video carrying trash bags filled of Jones's belongings and then seen loading the bags into a car before leaving the Inglewood home.
And then you see them just going through the cabinets, the refrigerator. You hear them talking about doing coke constantly. You see them sniffing, flushing their nose out in the sink. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like a nightmare. So as soon as we walked in the door, first thing, I wanted to make sure the dogs were okay.
Jones tells me ever since this incident, her dogs haven't been the same. Betancourt was arrested by the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office for grand theft and has since been released. Jones wants to warn other pet owners before they leave the care of their pets in the wrong hands.
My best advice to someone is get a picture of their ID and get a camera. If they won't agree to those two things, they're not the sitter for you.
Yeah, I need a picture of the ID with the address because I'm coming to the crib. Especially if you do something to my dog. I'm telling you straight up and down. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. And matter of fact, I'm going to have the other dog do something to you. Straight up and down. Oh, you like messing with dogs? Get up. Oh, you crazy. Get your dog. Get your dog. Yeah, I heard that plenty of times. Get your dog. Get your dog. Oh, you shouldn't have messed with him. See, that's why I can't be that way no more, Lord. Please, you got to help me. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord, to not be that way anymore. I got older, we stay away from stuff like that. But people like this, I don't want to feel that way. I'm not supposed to. Lord, please help me. I appreciate you and thank you. I want to pray for those dogs. I want to pray for all the animals who get neglected. The worst thing that I heard about that whole video and the whole interview was when the big dog comes over to the door and he's greeting you and playing and he's trying to say hello and you're kicking and pushing at him. I'm sorry, that just made me feel a different way, Lord. I'm just sorry. I apologize, and I want to pray for everybody here because I know how you guys are feeling as well. I know how you guys get down too. Amen. We don't play about that about our animals. I'm talking about Miss Swan's, where you at? Phew, I bet you Miss Swan's would be at the door too if she knew where they was at. Hey, ain't you the people that, ain't you the ones? Yeah, I know a couple of people that'll be at the door knocking. Let's keep on moving over to Indiana. I'm going back to Indiana. Let's get on over to Indiana, you guys. We got a man that speaks out after peptide vendors, a sentence that says it made him feel like he wanted to lose his life. You guys, they have a lot of things out here to make you work out and feel better. Supposed to bulk up your muscles, even if it's supposed to enhance your brain. You know what I found out? The majority of these chemicals and these things always have some type of byproduct or some old crazy thing that happens to pop up 3 years later where that was cancerous. You shouldn't have took that. How about this? Let's do it the natural way, the way we do it in the health and wellness section, you guys. Bust out those push-ups. Do some sit-ups, some Tai Chi. We're not messing with all of that stuff. We're going to do it the natural way. And thanks for all the love. You think I don't see you over there? Let's keep on moving forward right now into Indiana. Got this situation over here where this man here can't keep on messing around with stuff just because people tell you it's something that's going to be good for you. Everything is not good for everybody.
Stories for you about peptides. You've heard of them, right? Controversial supplements that claim that they can make you healthier. Now, a CBS News investigation shows how one online business sold products that were very unhealthy for some of its clients. And the owner was recently sent to prison for it. Adam Yamaguchi has the story.
Matthew Kawa, owner of Paradigm Peptides, was sentenced to almost 6 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to 2 felony counts, including illegally selling unapproved drugs with...
He's going to Club Fed for 6 years after making multi-millions of dollars.
...the intent to defraud or mislead and illegally importing them.
Do you have anything to say to the people that you harmed?
No. Kawa did apologize in court. His business was one of hundreds of online vendors tapping into the national craze for these wellness peptides. Kawa admitted to selling unapproved drugs that contained...
Can't play the music.
A Paradigm customer delivered a statement in court.
I wasn't aware.
Now, the name of the product that he was selling is called Paradigm. You guys probably don't think that this drug is like bad, but let me break it down. He's going to tell you what happened to him.
Dan Murphy, a Paradigm customer, delivered a statement in court.
I wasn't aware of the risks, and I was blinded by the dietary supplement label in a way that made me feel like this was very safe.
Murphy thought the Paradigm supplements would help him gain muscle and boost energy.
It started to get worse and I didn't make the connections to it.
He says he suffered severe psychiatric and physical effects.
I was having grandiose thoughts. I felt like I could do anything. That kind of descended into a deep paranoia. I wanted to die.
Then he received a letter from the federal government.
You may be a victim in this case. Please reach out to us.
It helped him make sense of what he was going through, and he was eventually diagnosed with testosterone-induced mania and psychosis.
I almost lost my marriage. I lost friends, family, colleagues, clients, and almost lost my life.
U.S. Attorney...
Look at 55 Coffee House. Lisa Roy said they were trying to tell me to buy him. Okay.
Adam Mildred hopes this case makes other companies like Paradigm think twice.
These individuals are taken out of circulation. And hopefully this sends a deterrent message that this sort of behavior is not acceptable, to be lying to the American public.
Kawa's sister, who was also an employee, was sentenced to 16 months for her role in the operation. Both are due to report to federal prison in 6 weeks. Natalie?
All right, Adam Yamaguchi, thank you.
So,
we've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he got the kind of like the same suit on right now. You know what I'm saying? Twins, the magic just doesn't end. Come on, y'all, let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. I feel sorry for him. I'm so glad that he's getting his life back together. You know what I really got out of that story that I was happy about? And it seems pretty strange because I'm no longer married. I'm glad that his wife stuck in there with him. And I'm hoping that they forged a stronger bond with each other. Because he almost lost it all. He said he was ready to commit, you know what? And his wife was about to leave him. So it's so good to see people actually able to stick it out together, because a lot of people don't wind up making it through things like that. So I have nothing but respect for him, his wife, and his family. And I'm praying for them right now, you guys. I'm praying for them because, that's all it takes sometimes is to have the right person next to you, just to be there and say, baby, I got you. Or even if it's rough and you get over it, that still will fortify you guys no matter what. And I'm just so happy to see that. Amen. When you got somebody by your side, it's priceless. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to go over to where it never fails. It never fails in Miami. That's right. It never fails in Miami. And we always tell you that. That's right, you guys. Anytime you're looking for content, when you want to shake things up a little bit, always rely on what I'm about to tell you. Go to Miami or New York, believe it or not. Come on, you guys, double tap that screen and get those likes up. Why? Because we're on our way to 74,000 subscribers. And we got some merch coming out, you guys. I know you can do it. I think we already passed at least 100, right? Let's try to get on up to 300. We still ain't get to the health and wellness section where we got some good, yummy smoothies coming in. I can't wait to get this gut right. Come on, you guys. We got to get our guts right. But first, let's see if you guys can get some merch. I'm sending out 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains and 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals right here. I'll be sending out 12 pieces. Email me, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. If it's coming back to you, send another email. I get emails all day long. Or join the Discord. And all you got to do is send the email to our bottom line. That hits my phone. Be a member of the Discord, you guys. That's right. Download Discord. Come on over to our bottom line. Or hit that link in that Blessed Tuesday to all and become a member. We have a great time over there. This doesn't stop. You see where you're at right now with that chat? It keeps going in the Discord. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Miami. I don't even want to say the first word, but when it's inside the rice, I'll pass. Nuh-uh. I don't want nothing that can crawl that starts with R and ends with H in my rice. Can't even say it. Already makes me want to, chug a whole bunch. That's right. If it's inside the rice, maybe you want to be careful, especially when there's rodents running around the restaurants. Sad part about this is, you guys, a lot of us go on vacation to these places, Miami, Las Vegas, different places, because we want to test the food. We want to go there and hang out. We always want to go to the neighborhoods where it's really like kind of, really get an idea of what the place is like, right? But be careful when you do that. And please make sure that you're checking up with code violations, because these places in different, out here in Miami, woo, when you want to rely on finding code violations, let's get into dirty dining, you guys. Roaches inside the rice. Ugh.
Roaches in the rice in one restaurant, rodent issues in a mall food court.
Ugh. Tonight are 4 restaurants on this week's Dirty Dining list, and here's Local 10 News investigator Jeff Wines here.
No sé nada de eso.
She claims to know nothing, but when an inspector recently showed up at Las Delicias restaurant in Hialeah at 748 West 49th Street, they were cited 18 times.
In the rice?
Ahora yo lo voy a llamar. No sé nada de eso.
Again, she knows nothing, but records show an inspector ordered a stop sale after roaches were seen crawling in a container of rice in the...
La cucaracha tiene la arroz. No, papi, yo sé. Yo no know nada. Yo no sé nada. Yo no sé nada. La cucaracha para la arroz.
Kitchen. They were also seen under a freezer, on and under a prep table. There was mold in the ice machine. Uncovered raw pork in a container was seen in a mop sink. She gets on the phone with someone explaining why we were here and then comes back. Nobody can talk. It says there were roaches in the rice, though.
Por favor, señor, no sé de qué está hablando, por favor.
Ah, papi, no sé, no problema. No aquí. No tiene cucaracha. Mucho clean aquí. Tiene mucho Mr. Lean and everything. We mop it every day.
In the Westland Mall in Hialeah, in the food court, is Kelly's Cajun. This place also recently ordered shut. 23 violations found here.
How did I know somebody was going to do that? You had to be the one, G-Man. You had to be the one. Read what G-Man just said, y'all. You see what G-Man just put down there.
Can I talk to somebody about the inspection?
You don't know?
She doesn't know, but we do. Among the violations, records show rodent droppings found under a prep table in the kitchen. There was mold in the ice machine. The inspector observed an employee coming from the bathroom and then beginning to work without washing their hands. Food was being stored on dirty plastic.
Now, how do you go to the bathroom and don't even wash your hands when you come out and start messing with the food? Are you kidding me?
Plastic containers in a cooler, cooked and raw chicken being held out of temperature, and there's no manager here to ask questions to.
Cucarachas, ratones. Hasta mañana, manager. Okay.
In Plantation, this Miami subs at the...
All right, y'all, let's get on over to the last one. This is going to be in Plantation, Miami Grill.
Corner of Broward Boulevard and State Road 7 also recently ordered shut. An inspector was here based on a complaint.
Hi, I'm Jeff Wines here with Local 10 News. Can I talk to you at all?
No.
There's a good reason why he won't talk. An inspector cited this place for having roaches crawling on the ground near a hand-washing sink and in a cooler. They were also crawling on the floor under a sink.
So is there a manager in? Not at the moment.
We are told...
Now, you see that? I caught it right on time. She just snitched on him. She's like, man, I'm getting minimum wage. I'm trying to blow this spot up. She like this. He is the manager. Look, we caught her with the thumb up right on cue. He is the manager. I'm glad I stopped that. Look, right on cue.
There's a good reason why he won't talk. An inspector cited this place for having roaches crawling on the ground near a hand washing sink and in a cooler. They were also crawling on the floor under a sink.
Sir, is there a manager in? Not at the moment.
We are told he is the manager, but again, no accountability. Our final stop.
No, I think we had enough over here, you guys. That's enough. Unless you guys want to be careful about other places in Miami you want to look out for. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to be careful about it, let's get into El Rancho.
North Lauderdale, this is the kitchen at El Rancho Bakery and Restaurant at 6023 Kimberly Boulevard. 19 violations recently found here. This kitchen ordered shut.
You ordered shut last week. You had a roach issue, food out of temperature, no manager on duty.
No.
No what?
Allies 12. The manager, aquí, 12 o'clock. Trying to say the manager don't get there to 12 o'clock.
Among the violations, roaches at the end of the cook line, crawling in a crease in a wall behind a freezer, under a shelf. A stop sale ordered on 2 buckets of black beans that were being held out of temperature, and there's no proof of employee training.
Cucarachas? No?
No.
Oh, it says here cucarachas.
No.
No. All the places mentioned allowed to reopen following an ordered cleanup. And then
don't go over there. You see that? They let them open it up following an ordered cleanup. So you guys, y'all got to be careful because this is not just in Miami. This is all over. The majority of the places that we go to, if you have a C, anytime you go into a restaurant, we're breaking it down right now. C means rats and roaches, and they're giving them a chance to clean it up. B means they found something in there, probably just like some roaches or whatever, and they cleared it up. Now they got a B until they're going to keep on checking them out. Then they got a possibility of growing into an A, or then they graduate to a C, depending on the next visit that they get. If you got an A, boom, you're doing your thing. You Starbucks. You keep a strict cleaning regimen. You guys have managers in there that keep things going on. You make sure that the trash is out. You got designated people that do designated things. So anytime you walk into certain restaurants and you see those different grades, now you know what they're for. Be careful when it comes down to that C, because that means that they couldn't pass and they're gonna have to get some more time to get cleaned up. And that's when they give them a stop. They don't even give them a stop. They just make sure, and then you see that orange C up in there? Get up out of there, because they still got problems. Let's keep on moving funny. Let's keep on going. The fake inspector on Facebook is kind of funny, right? I saw him before. Now, if you made it this far, you've made it to the health and wellness section. And if you know, some things are connected. My hip bone's connected to my ankle bone. My ankle bone's connected to my knee bone, my knee bone. You know what I'm talking about, right? Everything is connected in this wonderful, beautiful roadway in this body that we all possess, you guys. And what's our responsibility as the owners? Why, I tell you the same responsibility I have here, you guys. I got to maintain the sufficiency and make sure it's running right. I got to make sure that it's healthy, and I got to make sure it looks good too. And we make sure that we're always on point. The same way we treat that body vessel right here. And 2 things that are connected that we've been following up on for the last month. What? That gut. That gut is connected to that brain, you guys. You know it, because if you feel bad in your stomach, you can't do too much with that. And guess what? Everything that goes into the gut goes into the bloodstream, and it winds up at the brain. So we got to make sure that we put the right type of things inside of our guts, you guys. Let's do that. When you get all of that acid reflux, gas, and different things, it's a byproduct of what we've eaten. So what do we got to do? We got to make sure that we eat the right things. Do me a favor right now, you guys. Can you give me about 5 things that's good for the gut? I'm talking about whatever comes off the top of your head. I'd love to hear you guys chime in for the health and wellness section. Where is Vincenza at right now to back up some of this stuff? You guys let me know. Ooh, wait a minute. Somebody trying to knock it out the park with the first one? You guys got some people over here that's doing what? Okay, let's go ahead and give it to her. Angels Among Us, good morning. But 55, you got it with that yogurt. You were first. Angels, I see you right behind her, and you're right. Ozzy, there you go. Healthy food is what we're talking about. But what kind you got? What kind, you guys? I'm not going to tell you. I want you guys to tell me. Because if you already know, that means that we're on our way. I love it. Somebody said ginger. Where you come in, cutophiles out of nowhere? Ginger. There you go, Renee. There you go. Renetta, there you go. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. What y'all got for me? Honeydew melon, probably, but I don't know. Not the eggs. Come on, you guys. What you got? Sauerkraut? Yeah, you know it. You know it. Good catch. And it's not even in this list. That's a bonus right there because you got something that's not even in the list and a good one. Let's keep on going. Unpasteurized milk. Nope, almost. Spinach. Okay. No, sorry, no. What else you guys got? Come on, you guys. What about something dry? What about something dry? It starts off dry, but then you wet it to eat it. What about a fruit that's green? Okay. What about a fruit that's yellow that they make jokes about all the time now? You guys want me to do it? You guys want me to do it? Okay, let's go. Let's get it. There you go, that dry food. See, you guys are smart. There you go with that oatmeal. Somebody said rice, but you was close because you heard that little piece right there. Granola got to be good too because it's right in that oat family, right? Come on, you guys. Let's bust it down real quick. We got the yogurt off the top. You guys got that. The turmeric is good too, but that's for something else. Boom! Here you go with the banana. You got it. You got the yogurt already, and you came in right on time with the banana. Somebody already had ginger. There's a fruit out there too, and it's green that you guys can eat too. And then there's also oats that you guys already said. Not the avocado. Oh, I said fruit, and you got me on that. I like that. It's the kiwi, y'all. It's the kiwi. And we got to be careful about this and not just read these things, but we need to start incorporating it in our diets, especially if like 5 or 6 doctors that we watch every week keep on overlapping with the same information. What's good is we keep on hearing the information, so after a while we're going to start performing it. But let's get into it, you guys, because this is our favorite section here, the health and wellness section. Let's go. We got 5 healthy foods for your gut, and this is the healthy shorts. A lot of our people love the graphics because it gives you an idea of exactly what it helps in what part of the body. You guys, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 healthy foods for your gut. And this is the healthy shorts. You guys ready to get into it? You already did it. I already know it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let me get this audio up. I like the fact that you guys caught a whole bunch of those, at least about 4. You guys are getting good at this. Let's go. First one. Y'all caught that yogurt quick. Go on, Jolena. Come on. Took a little while, but you guys got the banana. Y'all got the banana, right? And then you got the ginger, right? You guys got the ginger too. That is perfect for the internal. That's really good for your stomach. Really good to clean you out. And it's perfect for your circulatory system. Kiwi is that fruit that I was telling you guys about. Not avocado, even though you caught me with that. There you go. And it's a good travel snack. There you go. In all forms, right? You can have it dried or you can actually have it in this form too. Let's keep going. And the oats. The oats are really good. It dries up all of that crap. Not only that, but what it makes, like that oat milk, the natural oat milk, the way that actually aligns and it coats the stomach lining. We need that. We don't only need things like sauerkraut, which is not on this list, and I want to go ahead and put it there because it's supposed to be, and that's a freestyle extra right there on when you put that up there. Sauerkraut, yes, as well. But don't forget about those oats to dry up all that extra acidity crap. Put that oat milk in there from the really good oats. Let's make sure that we're getting the good stuff, you guys. Let's watch out because it's actually also, not only is it good for the gut, what do they say about oats, you guys? It's heart healthy. Let's keep on, you guys. Let's go. Don't sleep on that oatmeal. That oatmeal will get you through. So let's go again real quick. We got the yogurt that you guys called out. That's good for the stomach, for the gut, antibiotic, anti-inflammatory with the bananas. Then we got the ginger, good for the stomach and the internals, and the kiwi as well. The oats, fiber. Can't forget about that fiber, you guys. The oats, that's got that fiber in there. And also, oats will basically hold you over for a little while. Now, I ain't trying to tell you ain't going to be feeling it when you get to the bathroom if you ain't eating nothing else. But I tell you one thing, it'll help clean you out too. Have some oatmeal, you guys. It's really good for you. And it's a really safe cereal. Wait a minute. What else you got? What else you guys got over there? Sunflower seeds. I have been saving my jars from them. Okay, what else you got? Let's keep on going. What else you got? We got beets, not yogurt this time. I got to be honest. Okay, that was a good one. I ain't even mad at. I ain't mad at the beets though, because beets are actually good for you too. Beets are actually really good too. And you guys, all of these videos are going to be up in the Discord. Every one of the health and wellness videos that I show here, I copy paste it and I put it inside the Discord. This way you can go play these videos back. Yesterday's videos as well with the 10 minutes of Tai Chi. Now, what we gonna do? It ain't over because this is still the health and wellness section. You wanna see how to put some of that stuff together? How to really make some stuff come together so that we don't have to keep on going out here to Shake Shack and all of these places that we have to pay about $12 or $9 just to get a shake? Because you guys do know, if you got the bullet already, if you got the Ninja Bullet, you can make your own smoothies. I mean, come on now. I've been doing it for the longest. I make my own ice cream. I mean, my own ice pops here now. I make my own food. Of course, I make my own food here now. And yes, I'm about to keep on making those smoothies. But now, just for you guys, guess what? I want to show you guys not just, oh, Bugatti, whatever. How about a menu, a recipe for 3 different smoothies that you guys are going to love. So now you're going to be able to have these ingredients right in your kitchen. You'll be able to make your own smoothies. You'll be good by yourself. And you won't be spending so much money going to these smoothie shops. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, when a doctor's the one that's preparing the smoothie, I'm ready to listen. We're not going to play around. We're going to get into some high protein smoothies made with anti-inflammatory. What have we been talking about? Inflammation, moving, flexing. We've been talking about vessels. We've been talking about arteries. So let's keep it moving in our diets because you get a lot out of these smoothies, especially if you can create one the right way. We're talking about whole foods that are gut friendly with no additives. Come on, you guys, let's go. Now, are protein shakes healthy? We're about to find out right now. And not only are we about to find out, we're about to figure out how to make them. Here we go right now, you guys. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up because guess what? We are now in the health and wellness section, and we're still giving away merch right now, you guys. We're giving away 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains. That's right. You see the logo right there, right? Free. And 6 of the Our Bottom Line decals. That's 12 pieces right there. But we got to get those likes up to 300 to make it make sense. I'm personally sending them out to you myself. Email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com, wherever you want it sent. Doorman, store up the block. That's right. Send me the address. I'll get you your merch out. We're giving away 12 pieces, you guys, and all I'm asking for is a little bit of likes is all it takes. A little bit of likes goes a long, long way. Now, with one of our doctors, the Doctor's Kitchen. I'm going to say it one more time. That's the name of the channel we already subscribed to, the Doctor's Kitchen, and we've already got clearance. What else? My high protein smoothies made with anti-inflammatory whole foods, and it's gut friendly with no additives. Not even going to play around anymore, you guys. Let's get into it. Let's see what the doctor got to say.
These protein shakes are just isolates, emulsifiers, artificial sweeteners, and cheap vitamins. They give you protein, but not much else. These smoothies give you a good dose of protein, plus fiber and micronutrients from anti-inflammatory whole foods. No powders, no additives. If you look...
My question is, how come his food always look better? Did you guys see that? How come his food always look better?
Learn how to make these 3 smoothies. You'll always have an emergency breakfast or workout snack ready in under 5 minutes. Everyone needs to know a good protein smoothie recipe, and mine all have 6 components and at least 15 to 30 grams of protein with the ability to flex it up. For the liquid, you've got so many different options.
This is why I love this doctor right here and why I love doing things like this, because what do we know when we do this? We know what's in our food and we know we made it. That's what we know. We can trust it.
This is the majority of your smoothies. You want to make sure that you're choosing the best. I'm using a 3-ingredient almond milk, almonds, water, a little bit of salt. That is it. You also might think it's a bit weird that I'm doing the liquid first, but because I'm using a bullet blender with blade at the top, if you put dry ingredients at the bottom, you'll get clumping and then you have to shake the whole machine.
So you know I use a bullet as well, so this is perfect for me. And I like the way this can be 5 minutes if you already know these ingredients. He's just explaining to us 3 different menus and 3 different styles and flavors that we can make for ourselves. Let's break it down, you guys. It looks good, right? I told you, Ad Rains.
To get the smoothie to become homogeneous. Our protein base is cacao. A lot of people don't realize that cacao is genuinely high in protein. Look at the ingredients and you'll see it's anywhere between 25 and 30 grams of protein. There's all 9 essential amino acids per 100 grams of product. You can use a protein powder, but you're getting so much more with cacao. You're getting flavonoids that can improve blood flow to your brain.
Look at all that magnesium. You're getting fiber, proteins, flavonoids, magnesium, and copper. Yeah, cacao is the way, y'all.
Manganese, copper, these are all essential for your immune health and other elements of your physiology. What most protein smoothies lack is fiber. You usually just have the isolates and that's it. And this is where a high fiber seed is going to come in super useful, because not only is this going to be providing the fiber that most smoothies lack, this is also going to boost the protein as well. And that's...
Now you can use the hemp seeds. You can use the hemp seeds as well. You know, or you can use sunflower seeds. It's up to you. But hemp seeds are one of the most powerful seeds out there, you guys. Yes, hemp seeds.
So we're using shelled hemp seeds. Peanut butter has got this reputation of being high-calorie, pure-fat food. And what?
Don't sleep on peanut butter, because you can use it for a lot, you guys. The protein to bind things, for more fiber. Peanut butter is good, just in moderation.
It is high calorie. I don't want you to discount it because of that alone. It's got monounsaturated fatty acids, it's super high in protein as well as fiber, and it's also going to be providing texture to this overall high protein smoothie. If you've got an allergy to nuts, you can also ask AI Dr. Rupi on the Doctor's Kitchen app for any swaps. He's always there.
AI Dr. Rupi. I've used it before. AI Dr. Rupi. For every single person that may have a allergy or allergic to nuts, AI Dr. Rupi for an alternative.
24/7, just type in what you want to swap for and he'll provide it instantly. Every high protein smoothie deserves fruit or veg, and we're going to be using banana for not only sweetness but also energy in the form of carbohydrates. Now,
I like it because he's using the banana in the form for the sugar, and it's also giving you a lot of vitamins as well. If you guys want more, go ahead and put a little bit of honey in there, but I'm already good with the amount of sugar that's in there as well.
Bananas get a bit of a bad rap because they tend to be high in sugar, but it really depends on what stage of the banana's journey it's on. When it's green, it's got a lot more resistant starch and has a lower glycemic index, which means it's going to cause less of a blood sugar spike.
And that's why they call it green. It's like it's early banana. A lot of times when people say they want ripe bananas, that's because when they're ripest and that's when they're at their sweetest, because the banana has had time to formulate all of its vitamins and everything in it.
It's ripe, it's got a lot more free sugars. It's developed those sugars, and that's where it has a slightly higher glycemic index. We want that in this smoothie because we want the sweetness. We're not going to be adding any additional sugars to this smoothie. For extra sweetness, without relying on added sugars, I'm going to be going in with cinnamon.
Somebody said cinnamon yesterday for something different, but don't think it's not good, and it's also actually good for the circulatory too. Cinnamon is actually really good too.
Cinnamon, like other herbs and spices, high in polyphenols. The more polyphenols in your diet, the lower your risk of a multitude of different conditions. You could use clove, you could use nutmeg, but I think cinnamon works really well for this. If you're at the start of your doctor's kitchen journey, you might want some extra sugar in this in the form of honey or maple syrup. Those less refined sugars are still going to have a similar biological effect when you consume them. So it's all about the dose. Personally, I think this has got enough sweetness from the cacao, cinnamon and banana, but it really depends on what your current tastes are. The other thing that you can do with this is boost it with a protein powder. Now I've said we're not using...
Yeah, if you want to put some more protein on there, go for it.
Any powders today because I don't think this needs it, but if you are someone who requires a lot more protein, you could use an unflavored whey or plant-based protein to boost this ever so slightly. That's fine because this is in the context of a smoothie that is a lot.
I wouldn't even do the monk sugar because yeah, date syrup. I wouldn't even do the monk sugar because I don't want the graininess and I got to do extra blending. It's not that much liquid in there. I would use it for other things, but not the monk sugar in there. But that date syrup I might use. I never thought about that. That's a good idea, 55.
A lot more balanced than the ones that you buy in the stores. And that's it. We're just gonna pop this on the NutriBullet. Power protein smoothie with delicious chocolate indulgent flavors with genuine health benefits all in one drink. The smoothies aren't just about protein, they're also an opportunity to support your gut even more, just like with my mango cinnamon almond smoothie. A lot of people are looking after their gut by fiber maxing these.
Mango cinnamon almond, let's go.
I think it's a trend that actually has some merit. We're going to be starting off with water. Now, it might seem a bit weird that I'm using water, but the creaminess is going to come from our protein base. Greek yogurt, super high in protein, particularly something called casein, which is going to keep you fuller for longer. It's a slow release protein, and this is going to provide enough creaminess. You don't need to add a plant-based milk or a dairy milk, in my opinion. Something else that will keep you full is our fiber. Now, this is psyllium husk. It's a wonderful ingredient. It comes from a plant that you find in northern India, and it has multiple benefits in your body. It can trap bile acids that overall lowers cholesterol, which means it's great for your heart health.
So it basically traps bile acids. This is good stuff, you guys. You got to put good stuff in your body if you wanted to treat you right?
It can even slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, which means it may be beneficial for metabolic health and particularly type 2 diabetics.
And it may, like he said, may help when it comes down to insulin deficiency.
Is overall something that could help with weight loss. So it is an ingredient that I wish a lot more people had in their diet. And for even more creaminess, we've got almond butter, monounsaturated fatty acids, great for overall satiety. It'll keep you full. It's going to give creaminess.
So now instead of peanut butter for this one, we're using almond butter.
To this, and important nutrients like vitamin E, magnesium. This is why we need more nuts and seeds in our diet. Our fruit, as part of our formula, is going to be mango. Mango, full of carotenoids and unique phytochemicals called mangoferin, as well as a whole bunch of others. The official recipe calls for cinnamon, but because we've used this in our previous smoothie, I'm going to show you just how diverse you can make your smoothies. My team hate me doing this, but I like to go off-piste with some of the recipes every now and then, just to show you how versatile they all are. So we're going to add a pinch of turmeric to this. You've got those anti-inflammatory benefits from those curcuminoids. You've got some
anti-inflammatory. You can mix whatever you want inside of your smoothie. Whoever said turmeric earlier, correct.
Fiber benefits as well. You will not taste the flavor. It's just going to be doing its anti-inflammatory action in the background. I mean, I can put the cinnamon in as well. I'll put the cinnamon in as well. It's going to be great. I'm seeing a lot of worried faces around me. It's fine. Always make your smoothies slightly spicy. Not chili spicy, you know what I mean. Grab my bullet blender.
Another one.
All right. This is a smoothie to drink straight away because that psyllium husk will thicken it. This tastes sweet, creamy, refreshing. It is so delicious. But rather than having the same smoothie on repeat, I think these are opportunities to introduce novel ingredients into your diet that you wouldn't necessarily eat, just like in my berry smoothie. Now,
all right, you guys, the berry smoothie is going to be the last one. So let's go ahead and get those likes up, you guys, for our health and wellness section. Liberty and Justice says we almost at 200 likes. I think we can do it. Let's go. This is the health and wellness section. Last drinks coming up, the berry drink. Let's go and let's get into our ingredients. And you have the reason why we're doing this right here is to show you different options. Water, coconut water, almond milk, soya milk. You guys can mix this up any way you want because you don't want to keep doing the same thing every day. Make it fun so that you can make it incorporated inside of your menu. And this way those neural paths and those taste buds will get used to it after 14 days and we can start incorporating this every day. Try to eat right, you guys, at least one a day.
I'm going to go in with water because our protein anchor might seem a little bit unusual to you folks. It is silken tofu. Now hear me out before you switch off. Silken tofu is already cooked to be made digestible because of the process by which you make tofu. A lot of people are concerned about cancer. Actually, the American Cancer Society states that this can lower multiple different types of cancer. Trust me, you will not tell that this has got tofu in. We want to boost our fiber always with our smoothies with a fiber booster. In this case, I'm using flaxseed. Nut butter of choice is going to be peanut butter. Tofu doesn't have fat in, so you want healthy fats. Now, tofu also contains iron, and a good way to improve the absorption of the iron that you find in it is with vitamin C rich foods, just like our fruits that we're using in this smoothie. Mixed berries, you can find them in all sorts of freezer-Rs. If you're looking for a high anthocyanin content, black.
This is why it's okay to go ahead and go to Dollar General and certain places like that, because we've actually learned from the doctor here that he actually goes and get his frozen vegetables from Dollar General and certain places like that. Still the same vegetables, and they're much cheaper. So yes, if you guys want to get sliced pineapple, sliced mango or whatever, go ahead and grab those at Dollar General and places like that. It's okay to get that from there.
Currents
Kroger's
you go to.
too.
But honestly, you want as much diversity as possible. Spinach. Spinach contains nitrates that convert to nitric oxide. These dilate your blood vessels, which means it's great for lowering blood pressure. They also contain things like vitamin K, folate, great for bone health, great for overall well-being as well. And as a polyphenol boost for some sweetness, I'm going to add cardamom. Now, cardamom is a wonderful spice. You use it in lots of different types of cooking, particularly Indian cooking, and it's typically found in sweet dishes, which is why I'm using just a quarter teaspoon, and that's it.
You notice how long them Indians be living, right? They be thin and fit all the time. Turmeric, curcumin, I'm talking about a lot of them are vegan. Indians live a very long life, a lot of them. Very fit people too. Older people are very fit as well.
That's it. Pop the lid on. There you go, you have an all-in-one health drink. You're getting berry.
Now, just because those berries in there is tricking your taste buds to eating all of that other good stuff that you didn't even think that you'd eat. That's how you do it.
Greens, protein, fiber. As you can tell, these aren't just protein shakes. These are all-round health drinks. And if you're looking to upgrade other high-protein snacks like bars, I'll show you how to make my homemade protein bars made from anti-inflammatory whole foods that are far healthier than the ultra-processed versions in the supermarket. These
seems like it's more affordable to make it yourself. And you guys don't have to use the tofu. You guys don't have to use everything there. Use what you want. Change stuff, mix the menus up, put something else in there. Use protein. But yes, today, you guys are going to see up in the health and wellness section, that video right there from the doctor's health desk, from the health kitchen. My high protein smoothies made with anti-inflammatory, whole foods, gut friendly, no additives. Notice how the first thing we did was about the gut and things that the gut should have. How about using some of those ingredients we saw earlier, you guys? Remember those oats? Remember you guys said earlier what we should be putting in there? How about we go ahead and put some of that in there? What about some kiwi? How about some of that ginger you guys said? And you notice how that banana crossed over? He was using it for the sweetness. But earlier in that other video for the gut, it said it was good for the gut as well. And then we talked about the yogurt. We talked about that as well, you guys, right? So yes, everything that we bring you guys over here is something that we make sure that we look at from many different aspects and make sure that the same doctors are making sure that they were entwined. You notice that? Or all of them are saying like the same thing. I don't want to be a soy boy. Thank you, Faye. I don't know what it means, Jack. I won't be telling anyone. Okay, you guys. Faye, thanks for the knowledge. Love the crossover info. I hope that you guys appreciate the health and wellness section, because guess what? If you're a member of the Discord, all you got to do is go back to the Discord and you'll be able to run this over again, just in case you guys feel like you want to make some of these delicious items yourself. You might want to need the ingredients so that you guys can actually use these recipes to make your own shakes. Not only that, sometimes you want to mix and match. Don't even use anything, like don't make the exact menu, but use some of the different items, the berries, the bananas, the different things that are good for you. The turmeric, how about that? If you guys go to our health and wellness section in our Discord, you will be able to see that video right there. And yes, every one of our videos that we have in the health and wellness section, we put on our Discord. So hopefully you guys go and join. Hit that link on my message right there that says Blessed Tuesday, HOBL, co-host and family. That link right there that says click this and be a member of the Discord. I'm the one on the other side that receives that. And I'm the one that lets you in with the invite. So I want to see at least about 5 more people join the Discord today. Go ahead and hit that line and make sure you go ahead and hit that double tap that screen to get those likes up. We're still trying to get you guys out 6 and 6 with those keychains and those decals. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because you know what part of the show this is. You know how we do it. We got to show massive love to our furry little friends. Now imagine you have a little dog named Coconut. There's somebody here that says that they want a little dog. So a lot of people were like, oh, I like that little dog from the other day. That's because you guys are good-hearted people and you love animals. That's why birds of a feather flock together, right? Let's go ahead and see what's going on with Coconut. Let's go on over here and see. This dog was lost in the woods and was found by one person she trusted the most. And sometimes if you foster and you fail, hey man, it just happens that way. But if you actually are able to foster, you guys, it's a good thing because you're saving an animal's life. Not only that, if you cannot pay to have an animal or somewhere that you're living, you're not allowed to have animals, how about being a friend to a foster home and donating $5-10 to them? I'm not even talking about a lot, because there's power in numbers. You got 100 people giving you $2, that's $200. That can do a lot for dog food. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys, don't worry about what anybody else is doing. We find foster homes over here, and every month we try to help out with at least one different foster or no-kill or animal rescue. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this one right here. As Coconut got lost, but they never gave up on Coconut. Come on, you guys, let's go.
She immediately ran to her foster mom as soon as she saw her. Just days after her being adopted, Coconut got spooked by a loud noise, slipped out of her harness, and disappeared into the woods.
So just days after she got adopted, she was spooked by a noise and she got out of her harness and she ran away.
Her adopters said that they would surrender her if she was found.
Her adopters said that they would surrender her if she was found. That kind of sucks. That's like, yeah, whatever. She got away, so whatever. That's kind of bad, but okay, let's go.
But the woman who had fostered her never gave up looking.
People always tell me I could never foster because I'd get too attached. The truth is, you do get attached. But our job is to help dogs feel safe enough to move on to a forever home. When I first picked up Coconut from the shelter, that's what I had hoped for her.
Hi, honey.
She bonded with me, bonded with my dogs, and I got to see the sweet, goofy personality hiding underneath all that fear.
After a few weeks, Coconut was ready for adoption. But all dogs come with their own needs and Danielle made sure that her new family understood hers.
The rescue and I explained that Coconut had separation anxiety and needed extra reassurance. It was so comforting to hear that her potential adopters had experience with dogs like her, and I was so happy to have room to help another dog in need.
Then Danielle got the call she never expected. Coconut went missing.
The moment I heard that, I jumped in my car, drove an hour to where she had gone missing. I searched and searched until I finally spotted her in the distance.
She literally got in the car and drove an hour.
Coconut, hi, baby, hi! Oh my God!
This experience was an outlier. Most foster dogs end up exactly where they're supposed to be. As of today, Coconut is still with me and she's not currently available for adoption. After everything she's been through, we decided she deserved the chance to decompress, build her confidence, and just learn how to be a dog again. Watching my dogs help her come out of her shell has been one of the most rewarding parts of this journey. And best of all, they're teaching her that she's finally safe.
Coconut and Danielle at just another SAHW. Just underscore another SAHW, guys. That's the rescue. That's the foster right there. If you guys want to donate something to them, I appreciate it, and I'm sure that they would too. She's not just a foster, as you guys see. She fails sometimes, but it's for the good. That was a good failure right there. You know what? That dog wasn't supposed to go anywhere else because she understood it. How can you get inside of your car, drive for an hour to the area that they said the dog was missing, start calling the dog's name, and the dog wound up coming to you? That's telling you right there, that is your dog. That's your dog right there. I'm so glad that that happened and they got that dog back, and I'm so glad. Yep, see, it was hers. She wasn't supposed to be giving that dog back in the first place. And that's how we feel about our furry little friends around here. They're our family as well as our friends. And you guys trying to promote something, trying to get a bigger, better job or something to get out there to get in front of more people, well, guess what? All you guys got to do is send your promos over to us. Why? We're almost at 74,000 subscribers. And when we get up to 75, we're going to still keep saying that until we get to 100, then 1 million, because we ain't going nowhere. We're going to let them do what they're doing around here until they conform and realize that we're still what? Number one, because the show didn't change, it just got better. We actually added new chapters and new things to it. So guess what, you guys? We don't care about none of that crap. That's why I keep telling you guys, we're going to get past this little situation. As long as we got each other, I don't care about nobody else. And that's why we share the platform. If you got promo, you want to get it out there, you're trying to put it on our post notification area, you just got one responsibility. Well, 3, be a member, be subscribed, and it's got to be in 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to fit in the post notification area. Also, this is the week, you guys. We've been searching and we've been locking it in. We got a couple of more days left for the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and in Staten Island. And plus, one person from here is going to be able to be a part of the talent show as well. Myself and my DJ Don Dada, pulling up on restaurants, liquor stores, and many different locations to do what? The Show Your Talent search, to see if you guys can win $250. After we get everybody together from all 5 boroughs plus one person, we're going to be making everybody compete for the grand prize of $1,000. I'm going to be one of your hosts, as well as my DJ, like I said, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. Y'all know the pretty, sexy, nice, and voluptuous Don Dada. But now she's my DJ, and we do our thing with the clubs and with the restaurants and liquor stores. So if you guys, you want to get lit, listen to Miss Swanza as she tells you. If you want to get lit, you got to drink Big Drip. Go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's right, you guys. 1 can. 14% by alcohol. By volume. You don't need any more but that unless you're really a veteran, right? 4-packs, singles, everything, you guys. Go on over to the website. But don't forget, put your email address in that slot on the first page after you've proven that you're 21, of course, because you can't get anywhere past it until you prove that you're 21. Put your email in the slot, and we're going to keep you posted on where we're going to be at for the Show Your Talent Search. We got another show that we're about to start doing as well, you guys. We got the Q&A with Boogotti, plus we got some after scenes with Boogotti. I'm starting to see a lot of different things going on with the platform. So guess what? Sadly, we won't get our numbers here, but we'll get them on another location. That's going to be in the video section, right in this slot down here, you guys. We got new videos that's coming up. We got interviews coming up from certain pastors that be cursing people out and calling them certain names. We got interviews coming up from different people that's in government. We got a lot that's coming up on our show, on this platform. We're not going to go away and get scared and run and turn tail. We're going to use our platform with our 73,000 subscribers to go and get more, content, to get more to you guys about those segments and those areas that we want to talk about. Let's talk about that, Boogotti. Let's break that down a little bit. How about a whole episode of the health and wellness section? A whole episode. Or how about a whole episode of a whole episode of Gotta Be Good. Nothing but good stuff, nothing but pets, nothing but good news, and nothing but that. Because we get a lot of other episodes for a lot of other crap, right? So how about we do an episode of just the good stuff? Just the good stuff, and we rock that out on a Sunday evening or something. We got to evolve. We got to move with the times. Why? Because we're good enough. We're talented. We do this for 2.5 hours where other people couldn't even do it for 5 minutes. Got to recognize that. You guys are just as good as me, because I couldn't do it without you, without my family and co-hosts and the jokes that y'all be dropping on me to keep me alive and doing this. I could not do it without you. So guess what we're about to do right now? For everybody still here and dealing with my long-windedness, I'm going to ask you guys to get ready to put those prayers in the air, because the same way that we come in the door, we leave the same way. We got to let the Lord know that we appreciate the day and the way that he gave us another day to be here together. And that's how we started off, because complaints are easy, but you can't complain if you're not here. How about that? People love to complain, but how about thanking the Lord for waking us up this morning first, and then we get to the complaints. So what I want to do right now, I'm not worried about no complaints, no numbers, or no games, or no BS. We're still the #1 show no matter what, especially in this slot. And that's how I'm just going to leave it just as that. And I'm going to pray for every single person that came here to show love to the show. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for understanding and respect. I want to pray for energy. I want to pray for health. I want to pray for understanding. I want you guys to pray for education and getting better at what we're supposed to be doing. And that's life, because every single day is an experience. And to master it will probably mean the end. But I'd rather not. I love the challenge, and I love being here every single day. And I love the fact that the Lord brought me and figured out that we can be good doing this together. So you guys, if you guys got content and things that you want to send into the show, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Health and wellness, ideas, whatever. We share over here like family. We got nothing but love for each other. Who we praying for today? We praying for Faye. Have a fantastic day. Can't forget about that one song at Winter Rising. Also, Ad Rain's Guy and Elsa, Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about Brown Eyed Girl and Liberty and Justice, and Some Will, Some Won't. There we go, King Fire, Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, Jelena, and Guy and Elsa. Nothing but love for you, Miss Swanza. Brown Eyed Girl and Tony Wright. That's right, Winter Rising, Liberty and Justice, Kalesa, Miss Keisha. Can't forget about Kendra Walker, who's not here, but we love you no matter what. Ad Rains, I see you over at Instagram. Who else was that? That was Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I seen you, King Fire, dropping bombs, and Jeffrey Spilker still doing your thing too. Praying for Miss Keisha. Can't forget about Jelena. That one song, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, Guy and Elsa, Kalesiv. Miss Keisha. Can't forget about my girl. There you go. Liberty and Justice, my homegirl. A-Dog. Can't forget about QT Files. King Fire, Kalesiv, Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, Jeffrey Spilker, and your boy Boogotti NYC, because we do this every single day. And wait a minute, let's not forget about Winter Rising, Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Teddy. Can't forget about my bro Casey Ramos, Liberty and Justice. I know you're here. Winter Rising. Can't forget about you, Miss Jackson, Miss Johnson as well. Teddy, what's going on with Teddy? And where's Terry at? We always praying for you. Luigi, nothing but love for you today, bro. They've been asking about you. Jelena, Jeffrey Spilker, Liberty, Faye, yeah, A-Dog, Tony Wright, Miss Swanza, Gunny Walker, and Gun B, GB5P, also Mega Dub. Nothing but love for you guys in that one song. Guy and Elsa, amen. And like I always tell you guys every single day, you know we're going to be right back here tomorrow, Wednesday, for Hump Day. Don't worry about the numbers and don't worry about the crap that they doing. We're going to keep on pushing. September, watch when it get cold. Watch October. Watch by Christmas. They'll be back. You would have already been here. Real fam sticks together and we ain't worrying about nobody else. So what I'm going to tell you guys until tomorrow, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on a perfect show, I appreciate you. So until 6 o'clock tomorrow on Hump Day, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get 'em! Peace.